Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 4, Episode 4, Raising a Cold One. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the Bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here in this oh-so-familiar situation.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid.
I have rediscovered the love for milk and cookies, but the last time we did this take, I had more cookies. I'm down to my last one. No more takes, please. I can't do it again.
And Elliot as Reese Guiltleaf, the Heartseeker.
My name sometimes is very much said right.
Sometimes. As always, I am Lumpy Bronzearm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra made last-minute preparations to leave Druma. Zavid visited the city's graveyard and his friend Alec Chubb, the Undertaker, to aid him in growing his army of contracted undead. Before meeting up for breakfast, Khan enlisted the help of Danny's husband, Prince Bruce Mithrilarm, in building the chassis of her Mega Mole mech. In the throne room, Khan and Zavid were approached by Empress Talandia Adasaril, who wished to speak with Zavid. With a flick of her hand, the powerful elf wizard cast a distracting dancing light and stopped time all around her. In their new privacy bubble, Empress Talandia questioned Zavid's motives behind magically disguising Princess Seranulia, Talandia's eldest granddaughter. Seeing no lie in his eye, the Empress was content with Zavid's assurance that he had the best interest of Sarah and the world at large in his heart, so she allowed time to flow normally once more. A moment later, Reese joined them for breakfast, but the smell gave him away first. Reese explained that during his sleep he had a strange dream wherein he was walking through a snake-infested marsh, then awoke with his socks soaking wet with stagnant pond water. This alarmed the ever-paranoid Zavid, who also had an unpleasant dream involving swarming insects, filaments from lights in the sky, and sleeping animals all within a wooded glen. He awoke with an autumn leaf in his hair. With Khan's dream described, the pieces began to come together, an angelic choir floating in a sunbeam while their friend Rupert Mound upon Hill napped. Lux Et Umbra each dreamed of each other's greatest fears. Sensing danger, Zavid attempted to contact the awakened groundhog, but received only pained snores. Khan's familiar pipette was asked to assist, teaching Khan how to scry on Rupert. Finding a fey creature looming near, Zavid contacted her telepathically. It quickly became apparent this druid was attempting to save Rupert and needed assistance quickly. Onto the Windseeker they leapt and took off like a shot towards the near Mathis forest. Finding the glade exactly as they'd dreamed, Lux Et Umbra knew they'd found the right place. Searching for clues, it became clear some form of dream parasite was nearby. Khan decided to use herself as bait, having Anyanka put her into a magical slumber. Slinking from the trees came an invisible creature to begin feasting upon Khan's nightmares. Zavid attempted to paralyze the Dream Eater, but found it was immune to such magics. Realizing it was ambushed, the creature morphed into the massive form of a celestial Naga Swarmkeeper, a hideous amalgamation of Lux Et Umbra's fears: angels, snakes, and swarming insects. Seeing every sin he had ever committed flash before his eyes, Zavid was nearly killed by this creature's burning holy fire. Within the constricting coils of the Naga, Khan relived the most traumatic moment of her childhood, seeing Uncle Little Big Tony crushed and eaten by an anaconda. Reese, thankfully...
Little Big Tony.
Not Little Big Tony.
Little Big
Uncle
Tony.
Little Big Tony.
Uncle
sorry.
Little Big Tony, yes. Reese, thankfully, managed to avoid getting his hair blasted by bug vomit while hiding behind a tree. Though beaten, bruised, and battered to within an inch of their lives, Lux Et Umbra prevailed. Waking the druids, including their friend Rupert, finally a breath was taken. Taking in what had happened, Zavid realized that a cynosure rupture had taken place. The elemental plane of dreams has begun to leak out into the material realm. The only thing that can be said for certain is that sometimes the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. And that's where we come in today, is within the infinite floating void. Before you, upon the horizon, her raven locks floating in the air, is Baba Yaga, with her flowered dress. Looking down upon you, she greets you warmly. Hello, players. Welcome back.
Hi!
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Before you are a dozen basketball court-sized cards, each with familiar faces of characters that you've come across along the way. So far, 4 have been flipped, but more to come. Baba Yaga looks down and says, I believe it is Shane's turn this week. Come forward. Look around, take in your surroundings, and choose whichever card you like.
I walk right over to artifacts. Artifacts of the
Cogito
Cogito Machinus.
A
Glasswick Finibus.
Ah, a villain this week, eh? Very well.
Well,
A crafty little gnome. Hmm?
I chose a villain the last time with Elkana. I wanted to choose another villain. Specifically, I wrote the music for this guy, and I don't
It's
know,
one of
man.
your best.
Everybody who saw the song has been talking about how the flesh is weak, and like, I don't know. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe just replacing every biological part of yourself with something metal and cold is like the way to get closer to true divinity. Who knows?
Let us find out. Baba Yaga reaches her massive hand down, flips the card over, and standing before you is the little 3.5-foot tall gnome with 6 insect-like mechanical legs down at the bottom protruding from beneath his tattered red robes. He has tubes going in and out every orifice. He has green spectacles and goggles that glow and hum. There are wires coming in from everywhere around him. He holds a mechanical staff, and he looks to you and says, "Yes, I have been brought back here from the great beyond in Pharasma's boneyard, taken from my time as pure energy and information. What say you? You need my boon, yes?"
I produce a picture of some light rays through space and a pale blue dot, and I ask, "What do you think of this?"
All of us are but a pale blue dot suspended within a sunbeam, are we not? However,
Indeed.
I have been bade read this to you. And he pulls out a small little, looks like a coffee coaster. And it just in the image there, he presses a button and a bunch of green text, and just like that, a bunch of green text pops up. And he begins to read. A gnome in a box, proficient with clocks, having a wonderful time. To them orky flocks, beneath the air locks, hammered on scales like a chime. Through knowledge they gained, and prophecy deigned, Golarion's greatest crime. Glastwick shortly reigned, greatly was he pained, stolen plans seen as divine. And he looks over to Eldritch as he says that part. Now you, as the player, may choose one new lore skill in which to gain legendary proficiency. I have a suggestion for you before you answer. My suggestion is sailing lore, because then you can pilot ships. Not only water ships, you could also get airships, and land ships, and spaceships. But pick whatever you'd
What
like.
do you think?
Any lore skill. The other thing is, after you save Galarian, Zavid could go find the One Piece.
Yeah. He is kind of rubbery.
I don't actually even know what that means.
It all comes full circle. Every character I make takes to the stars as a space pirate. In every game
yes.
I play, I was like, it's never gonna happen with Zavid. And you're like, do you want it to happen with Zavid? I'm like,
Possible.
yes, I do. So I guess, yeah, I want sailing lore. I want him pirates. He's not really a pirate, but he is like
Captain.
Yeah, he's a ship captain. He's a sailor. He's the guy that gets like pirates try to like pirate him, but he is a little too strong. I feel like
He has shadows to hide into. It's just like, go on, try to steal my shit. Oh wait, it's all not on me.
Okay. Now
how many characters do I have on ships just out in space? I got Ra. Now I got Zvid. I think I have like another probably. I'm forgetting. Oh, a guy named Talib. You guys have never met, but he's like a genie warlock, or no, he's a Tempest sorcerer, Tempest cleric, Storm sorcerer, level 20 character. I did for a one shot. He has an airship.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah. So
now
that's three
Zavid,
so far.
Zavid is now legendary in sailing lore and astronomy lore, so that'll help really quite a bit. But Glastwick looks to you and says, "I hope this knowledge that I have gleaned throughout my time upon the Galarian will aid you. Perhaps my plans should have been destroyed. Good luck to you. And then he fades off into a blue glowing hologram of himself. Wow.
There we go.
What's up?
I figured it out. I added a sailing lore.
Oh, I
It's,
see. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Very cool. Yes, but now you can pilot the Windseeker or any other ship. All of you can close that now.
Worse or worse.
Yeah. Especially if like the Windseeker is becoming discombobulated. No. Incapacitated. Incapacitated. Good lord.
I was waiting for
Brain
it.
You're making me
my
discombobulated.
my
You know what I'm
brain.
saying?
I eventually
Yeah, right.
got there. So, where we come back today proper is upon the Windseeker. All of you have just recently saved Rupert Mount upon Hill and the rest of the druids within the glade of Crystalhurst in near Mathis Forest, after having not really shared a dream, but each of you had individual parts of a shared whole that led you to that mountain glade. But you've all decided that after such an adventure and having saved Mr. Rupert, that you all deserve yourselves a cold one up in the town of Fogton. So Gunnar has set, or Anyanka is currently up at the helm, and Gunnar is
Can
cooking
I go to
dinner. Mhm.
Anyanka? I say, hey, I think let me set her down. Let me take a shot.
Oh, you think you got it? All right,
I think I
let's see
do.
what you got. And she goes to the back of the ship, and actually, let me put you up at the top decks. Boop, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Just for roleplay purposes, I'm not legendary in this moment.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna say.
I'm like-
She's gonna say have you take the wheel because she's not feeling a little well. She's gonna have to. Oh, you think you could take the wheel and sit us down? I need to run to my room for just a moment. And she runs off.
I am like steering as this thing is going, and I see that there's like, there's got to be a way to like stop and accelerate from here. I don't know if it's like a lever or like a pedal or something. But like you guys on the ship just feel the ship like jerking, like as like I can't quite get the acceleration right. Like I'm nervous. I'm like, hold on, sorry, I'm like learning to drive here.
You hear the little.
Eventually, as the mountains, I don't know how far away we are from the mountains. When they start to come into view, I'm like, I'm going to parallel park between two mountaintops.
Just take it slow. The objects in the mirror are closer than they appear.
I'm like,
so go ahead and give me a sailing lore publicly.
yeah, let's do it.
You're looking for a DC of 35.
I want a nat one.
That would be so funny. Oh, that was almost a 19. 33 though. So it's kind of an ugly park job. You're crooked. You're not in the lines. If there were lines,
There's there's a scraping against the side, like the mountaintop. Like you're good,
Yes.
you're good,
You're good.
Oh my
you're
god,
good.
it's like SpongeBob.
exactly like SpongeBob. You're good. It's I'm a construction worker, and we do that all the time with our forklifts. You're good.
Good. As you should.
So eventually you do get it down. It's not good. Gunnar gets it the rest of the way. And after a few minutes,
It's not good.
it's not good. Anyanka comes out, and you hear her say, "Well, that was a bit of a trip, but I feel a lot better now. Hey everyone, check me out." And
Oh no.
Anyanka walks up to the top of the ship, and you see she's fully blue.
Slime girl!
Oh my
Her skin
god!
is a complete ooze as even her robes turn into a liquid near her feet. But she does still have her wizard hat and her staff with her. What do you think of my new kicks?
Oh my god.
Wow.
I love it.
So this is sort of like what you looked like in life, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I think I was a little bit bigger around back, but for the most part, the proportions are right.
Can you change your face, or is it sort of molded to the shape of your skeleton?
I think it's mostly, yeah. And she tries to change it, and she can make expressions and things, but she can't really change the basic shape of what it looks like.
Her resting sort of form
her
is
resting
yeah.
form is the same. I think I'm mostly stuck to
Resting
how my
witch
skull
face.
is.
Witch
Yes,
face.
just resting witch
Yes.
face. That's it. That's perfect.
Uh,
Resting witch face.
I guess if you ooze, you lose. Just kidding.
Well, I think I'm gonna like this new form. And above table, she has now got more resistances, like to poison and acid.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so Anyanka is now a
Yeah,
gelatin.
I've always felt bad that her two companions lived, but she was the only one that died and had to be brought back as an undead. And so, like, this gives her a semblance, like, of a new life. Like, she's not quite an undead anymore. She's sort of this cool hybrid creature.
Exactly that. So that was basically what I wanted to do on the Windseeker. So here, now I'm going to move you to a different map, so go ahead and close that. This is where you are when you have parked. So, boop. Can share this map now. Come on.
You're sliding.
There we go.
Baby, you're sliding.
All right, did that load?
Yep.
Can you see yourselves?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so yes, you are upon the Windseeker, and you have pulled up to this sort of overhang that has a very steep drop beneath you, and there's fog everywhere. So Khan and Reese and Zvid, all of you, looks fairly familiar, but Anyanka says, "Well, Zvid, I used all of those directions you gave me, the exact, latitude, longitude, all that, but I don't see the town. Are you sure that you gave me the right spot?"
Well, it's very foggy. So yes. But perhaps the people here have moved?
Give me anyone who wants just survival publicly.
All right. Diplomacy grounds.
we'll see. Oh my god, wait. Oh,
Oh, no.
Jesus.
36.
Survival.
Yeet. Publicly.
Oh, there we go. No.
Khan got pretty high though.
This is the only reason why I don't feel bad taking that legendary lore skill is that you both have like all the other skills. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Really,
this is
really
my
do.
one thing that I got.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so there we go. So Khan, yeah, you realize that you're the only one that hit the DC. Khan, you recognize that this is where you saw Dirge's younger brother trapped under that rock, that boulder, when you first came to Fogton.
Oh,
So you're close. You're close. You're about a mile off, about a half mile to a mile. But
What
you're
was
really,
his
really
brother's name?
close.
Funk or
Jazz.
Jazz?
Yeah.
Jazz Rock Gut. Yes, and him and his bear, Bobby Boo Bear, they were trapped
my
beneath.
God.
Oh my god, I
yeah.
forgot about Bobby Boo
Yeah,
Bear.
Jazz Rotgut and Bobby
Oh
Boo
my
Bear.
god.
They were trapped beneath a boulder, and Zavid and Reese, you both, between Reese's athleticism and Zavid's ant haul, were able to move the boulder just enough to save them. But yeah, Khan, you recognize that that's where you're at. You're about a mile off. You're real close.
yeah. Well, not quite there. We just need to go a little bit further. I mean, we could walk. We don't need to make a whole big show of,
Come
bringing
on,
the
I'm getting really
Windseeker
good at
around.
this. As the thing starts to list to the side a little bit.
Oh my god.
I'm dropping the gangplank. Let's just go ahead and make landfall. What you say?
All right, all right.
Okay.
You tried,
so-
you know.
Zavid, give me a religion check in the tower, please. Just you.
Okay. Religion.
Mm-hmm. As you're,
The most-
walking and talking.
Yeah, the most important skill, honestly. I make a religion check or multiple of them every session. I'm very glad I have it.
Yeah, you make a lot. Religion's super important to this campaign. You realize that there's no reason for Gunnar and Anyanka to have missed this place by a mile. They're extremely, extremely talented sailors, and you gave them very good directions, very exact coordinates.
Ah.
Khan got it.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody, something's
Versus-
weird.
More weird than normal?
Yeah, like we're lost
What? How? We know this
versus
place.
the line.
How do you... Cool.
We shouldn't be lost. We're in the right area. The fog is a giveaway, but the fact that we did not arrive where we wanted to arrive means that we are going to be easily lost. We have to walk the rest of the way and use our landmarks to get where we need to be.
Great.
So,
Not
I
the
would
worst.
like... Is there a beacon or a homing device or something we can, like...
Breadcrumbs.
I don't want to spend a slot on bread. Yeah, all right. How long does that last? Do you remember?
I don't recall. I can
open
look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Spells. Bread.
Bread.
Bread. There we go. It's a level 1 spell. Lasts an hour. You could spend a 3rd level spell and it'll last until your next daily prep.
Then that's what I will do. I'll expend a 3rd level slot. I'll cast breadcrumbs.
Sweet.
And I'll also cast status on who's staying behind.
That's up to you guys. I think you already know you need Onyanka at the least.
We need Onyanka with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll bet
Okay.
Gunnar would not mind a cold one.
Gunnar would love it. Oh, they'd all love it.
They would.
They all
They could
would.
all go.
Yeah. If it's just
Okay.
to Fogton for some
Okay.
cold ones, everybody's going.
Who's gonna steal the ship?
And how will they know how to pilot it? If
That
you
is
take
also
I'll
very
leave the
true.
rats on the ship. The
I
rats will
leave
keep it
with.
safe.
I leave. Yeah.
I leave
all
the tiger
pets.
on the ship too.
There you go.
Ratra,
Pets.
everybody stays on the ship. Animals,
there you go.
Pokemon. All right, I need you guys to guard the ship from anybody who's not us who might try to take it.
Cool. That is perfect. All of the animals will keep guard on the Windseeker.
I love that.
So, you realize that Versus the Line is beginning to take effect. It's not very much yet. Like I said, you're only about half a mile to a mile off, so you were close, but it's going to get worse. You can go ahead and close out of that. And about a mile down the road, as you're talking about all of that, you do eventually come through a break into the valley, and you see in front of you the small hamlet of Fogton, just as you remember it. Quaint, beautiful, rustic little cottagecore. It's cottagecore the city, is what this place is. With a gently rolling fog constantly coming off the mountain that you now know is the lair effect of Betelgetrax, the ancient silver dragon who lives atop Fogton. Your good friend Beat.
I get a vision of an alternate universe in which we're evil and we come here bearing fire and
God.
destruction, destroying the town of Fogton once and for all.
That would be that's like the most evil thing I can imagine, destroying this specific town.
Yeah,
I can't imagine anything more evil.
For people who are maybe listening who don't know, Eldritch Sugar, who plays Khan here, has been drawing our characters as like an alternate universe villains. So each of us have had like ideas about what that would mean for our characters, and they've been coming out really well.
I haven't seen any of them, but I bet that they're turning out amazing.
Yeah, so I can't stop thinking about like we come to a place and we're the heroes, so we already know what we're gonna do. But I'm like, but if we were villains, we'd fuck this place up.
Oh,
like
God,
we
yeah.
have so much power.
There's nothing they could do about it. They have nothing that they could do to stop you.
Betelgetrax
I
is
mean,
the only
Beat,
one that
he's
could
the only
maybe
one.
step in
Yeah.
and stop us, but I think we're powerful enough that the three of us could take him down.
Yeah.
It would be a slugfest, but if you prepared, you could take him out. I'll tell you right now, Beat is very strong. He would give you a fight.
Oh yeah, but also we're not alone.
Do
We
it.
got the
Yeah.
Windseeker crew
You're
too.
not
We're two
alone.
adventuring parties.
Yeah,
Full
there's
broadside, it's the dragon.
Yeah, if you guys pulled up with the Windseeker, all 6 of you, full broadside, you could take out Beat.
That's true. One broadside would soften him up enough, and then we could do the rest ourselves.
That would be horrendous.
It'd be ridiculous.
Oh,
Anyway,
goodness.
thankfully that's not real. We're not
that's
dead.
not what we're doing.
good.
Matt.
We're good. We're good guys.
So you know the way. It's just up the center of town. It reminds you, Zavid, of, I just like showing this, the ever-glowing snow orb that Danny has. She was gifted by her handmaiden ages ago that looks just like the tavern that you all frequent to this place called the Brood Awakening. And now I'll give you the actual
Oh
map.
God, the Brood Awake. I did not remember the name of this place.
This place was like filled with puns.
There was a lot of good ones, yeah.
There is a lot. I remember the interior. I remember all that. I didn't remember the name of the tavern.
Mm-hmm. The Brood Awakening.
Oh God.
So I have the map for you. Here's the map proper. So you come. It's a 2-story brick or stone and wood building, much as you remember it. And standing out front is a relatively ugly orc in a long, dusty trench coat, who you recognize as Dirge's younger brother, Pop Rotgut. He has a baton and a bunch of rings. He has a very stern look on his face. And he says, "Hey there, what can I do for you? Welcome to the Brood Awakening."
Is that anyway? So great, you're all the friends.
Oh, Lux Et Umbra, hey, welcome back to Fogton, y'all. Come on in, where are my manners? And he opens the door wide for you.
Excellent.
Go ahead and just reveal all of it. Boosh! It's all on
There's
fire!
everyone with more
There's your
lighting.
Goral.
You open the door and you see there are many people in the Brood Awakening. Orcs, dwarves, and people of all kinds. But there's food, a huge table with overflowing with meats and cheeses and food. Everyone has an ale in front of them.
The fuck out my way.
Grab.
I don't sit down. I just grab like a leg off of a turkey or a chicken or something, and then I start introducing our Windseeker friends to this place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a really nice bar you got here, Reese. I like the digs.
Just wait till you see my girl.
Oh, hey, I can't wait to see that little brick shit house you got here in this town.
She's quite.
Oh, all I know is traveling makes me thirsty. Where can I get this one of cold you keep talking about?
Gunnar, in order to earn yourself a cold one, you're going to have to win a arm wrestling match against the champion Gurkha over there at the table. And I point to where Gurkha's sitting. You have to earn your cold one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I think I can do that. Go over to the orca, challenge her to an arm wrestling. I can
And
I look to
Reese
Reese and
just,
I'm like, don't tell any of them. Like, I just want to see this play out.
he only tells his sister, "That's my girl. Watch this. It's gonna be good."
Oh, that one, eh? Okay, alright. And as he says, "Hey there, everybody, I'm new in town. My name is Gunnar Gunnarsson, son of Gunnar Gunnarsson, son of Gunnar Gunnar." And everyone else kind of gives him this weird looks. Well, welcome to Fogton, after a brief moment, and Gurkha looks to him and says, "Oh, hey there, newcomer. Always ready to stack 'em up. Yeah, put 'em down. Let's see, what do you got? Hey, everybody, coins down for the new guy." And, coins begin flying. In this city, no one really takes bets. No one writes anything down. It's just money, gambling for the sake of gambling. And Gunnar says, "Okay, here we go. Let's see what you got."
A good burp, that's for sure.
Thank you. Didn't mean to.
No, you're in a tavern.
It's
I guess.
perfect.
yeah, I guess that's very Zavid right now. Didn't think about that. Oh, excuse me. I also didn't say excuse me, so pardon my.
It's also
rudeness
very
there.
severe.
So, Gurkha's still talking about, the new guy and, put your bets. And she's like absentmindedly putting her hand up on the table as she does that. And before she can even think, Gunnar puts her hand on the table. Poof! And she, what the? Oh, you did not just do that. I think I won this one, everybody. He got 10 higher. He critted on her. That was rough.
Oh my god.
Round two.
Everyone like gets hostile towards him. Everybody's
ever
gonna
know
like
that this
take him
happened.
out. Are we doing a group
Okay.
hug? Why is everyone converging on me?
Good lord. Gurkha pays attention this round. She looks steely right down into his eyes, and right as one of the dwarfs nearby says, 1, 2, go! You can see the veins in her arm all bulge at once, starting from the shoulder down her bicep into her forearm and into her wrist, and she pushes his arm down to the table with ease. She got a 45 nat 20, and he got a 26 nat 3.
Oh, it's
So one more. You guys they have to do one more.
They have to
They've been
do one
switching
more.
arms. I'm guessing.
Yep. Oh.
Come on. Something close.
Wow. Okay. So Gunnar, this last time rolled a nat 3. Look for a 26. She rolled a nat 1 for a 26.
Yes.
So Gunnar
Tied.
wins, but just barely. No, nat 1 makes it one less success.
Oh, that's
She
right.
technically critically failed. Gunnar wins just barely. So this
I think
they're
we
going
see them
back and forth.
like going, and there's like you know,
The tension is
key
rising.
blasts and stuff of like Dragon Ball Z. KO Ken time.
3! Yeah. But he eventually, with the power and the art, I got this. And he just barely taps her knuckle on the table, and the place explodes.
Oh my
Coins
god.
start flying.
The table collapses.
And after that, Reese just kind of like sneaks over, sits down, and is just like, "Don't tell me you've been missing arm day."
Reese, what in the? Where have you been? What are you doing here?
I
so-
see you've met my new compatriot, Gunnar Son of Gunnar Son, or something. You know. I don't know all the sons, but
He's gonna go into business. And it's gonna be Gunnar Son and Son.
Gunnar Son. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, well, he's certainly good at what he does, but I wasn't expecting some newcomer to kick my ass like that. Well, welcome back to Fogton, everybody. Hey, everybody, cold ones for our friends Lux Et Umbra.
Yay!
And you see Stone Rotka, the bartender with the eye patch, Dirge's mother, bunch of burn scars all over her body. She says, "Oh yeah, all right, y'all, cold ones." She starts to load them up onto the bar, which I have done here for you. And let's see, where are they? Yes. So Gunnar says, "Okay, so what do we do? Do we just go over there and drink it?"
I tell him, champion, you sit down. You don't move.
Oh, okay.
don't move.
Yes.
You watch, and I'm gonna give you your glass. Don't worry.
I got this. What a strange ritual. I love seeing new cultures.
and he just tells Adelina, "Hey, come over here. You gotta see this."
Oh, all right. Let's see what we
Oh,
got.
I better
what we
get out
got.
the way. Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
And
Squeeze it,
Adelina,
I fall on a table.
Adelina comes up and stands next to Arya Rotka and says, "Well, hey there. How you doing?" And just kind of gives her a look as Stone. Let's see. How can I select her? Where is Stone? Stone, where are you? Stone. There we go. She begins to move to the end of the bar and does the little finger gun, gets real close and aims true with her thumb and pew! Sends a ray of frost through all of the mugs, making the famous frosty mugs of Fogton Ale. Zavid actually, Gunnar would have given you his stein of chugging to have filled with the ale. So the champion's frosty ale is within his stein of chugging.
All right, I pass it over to him, and I'll also give one to Gurkha if I'm on my way over there.
Oh, thank you, Zavid. That's mighty kind of you for grabbing that for me.
I apologize for throwing our friend Gunnar at you with no warning. I just had to see how this would play out.
Oh, don't worry about that. That was a lot of fun, and I got a cold one out of it, so hey. To fair play and sportsmanship. And she holds out her glass to Gunnar, and he says, "To fair play and sportsmanship." And they clink, and his stein begins to go chug, chug,
Yes.
chug, 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 and he, oh, here we go, and he chugs the whole thing, and I'm gonna make him roll something. Let's see. He's never had
if he
this
gets
before.
so that one he freezes on the spot.
Yep.
He turns into
Turns into frost. Let's see. So fortitude save for Gunnar. Oh, it was almost a nat 2 that it rolled over to a nat 18 for a 45. So he's good. We used to do something similar. We'd take our kegs of ale and we'd stick them down into the frost bank for a couple of weeks up in the realm of the mountain lords. This is great. Oh, we never got them quite this cold, though. Great job, everybody. And he sculls the rest of it.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
And Reese goes and gets a cold one for him and his sister, and he's just like, "Hey, come over here."
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there, Reese.
Yeah.
And she eventually comes over and gets one with you.
That's the coldest damn thing I've ever touched.
Isn't it great?
And Anyanka comes up to Khan and says,
Do you really drink that? I can barely touch it.
oh wait, no, she's a frost witch. She would,
I've never been able to drink something this cold. This is wonderful. You see, I've had these before.
Yes, when we came by here before. Really a marvelous invention, if I do say so myself.
Oh, aye, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
pretty
good
high
thing
praise.
It's a good thing you have your new body, otherwise you would not be able to drink it, no?
Oh, you're right. It would have just fallen straight through my last one.
and she starts to drink it, and you can see it going down her throat and pooling in her stomach. It just starts to just get higher and higher. But that's
one
what
of
he's,
those
yeah, like a
glass
see-through model.
frogs. It's
Yeah.
like ugh.
Like a plastic frog, one of those see-through models of like the horse. Let's see, what do I have? Give me perception checks in the tower.
You got it. What do we see with our special eyes?
Them special eyes of yours. Well, Reese, first off, once you get your drink, you realize, and you stop looking at Gurkha, you realize that there is a lot of familiar faces in here. There's the Rot Guts, Dirge's family, the orcs. Then there's the Barrel Floaters, who are the dwarves in town. There's a lot of random orcs, a lot of random dwarves that you've never met before. But there's one person who really sticks out to you, Reese. And they are someone who looks, if not specifically familiar, at least generally familiar from the foundry at the Cogito Machinix.
Yeah, probably
cult.
that gnome with the
Yes,
mechanical
the,
body. At the...
There is
Yeah,
a gnome
just
with
a
a bunch
tiny
of
bit.
mechanical parts sitting at the table feasting with the dwarves and orcs.
Reese just like, would Reese remember her name?
No, but you could ask somebody.
Hey, Gurkha,
Yeah.
who's the newcomer?
Oh, that gnome? Yeah, that's a tech priestess. I think her name's Roxy Thermocouple. She's new in town. She escaped some, I think it was a war or some cult or something up north. She showed up recently asking for asylum, and Fogton hospitality. We couldn't say no to her. She has actually been really helpful. She's super good with machines, and she helped me build some things over at the cabin. I think you might like to see some of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, this is my sister.
Oh, hey there. Hey there, Gerga. I've heard a few things about you. It's nice to meet you. Name's Adelina. Hey, just quick question there for you, Gerga. Would you happen to know the name of that lovely little orc at the end of the bar there? Oh, that's Arya. Arya Rockgut. She's here most nights. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And Adelina just kind of slinks off.
And he's just like, yeah, runs in the family?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. But, yeah, that Roxy, she's a strange one,
She's familiar, I think. I remember freeing her, or at least some of her group. Their cult was really, really weird. Really weird.
But I don't know. All gnomes look the same.
He's an
Well, she seems to be a lot happier now than she was when she first showed up.
That's good.
But very helpful around town. Pretty good with machines. She's a good inventor.
Might have to have Khan talk to her.
Oh yeah, she's a smart one. That.
Let's see here.
Khan completely oblivious to the conversation, trying to get frost off of her whiskers.
Actually, Khan, a few minutes as you're kind of talking, a huge lumbering orc that you've met before eventually comes up behind you, and he has a big tattoo on his chest that you actually recognize as the same symbol that Dirge had tattooed on his chest. It was a mountain with a rising sun, and he has his left eye, it has a big scar on it, and it's completely burned and useless. Comes up behind you and says, "Well, hello there, Khan. It's great to see you again.
I
Welcome
hate
back
you.
to Fogton."
What are we hating Lumpy for? Huh?
I think hill impression right now.
Oh,
Go
I
on,
didn't process
continue.
it. I didn't.
I sell
Continue.
Coal and Coal One accessories.
Cold accessories. He's Dirge's father, yes.
I love it.
But I had a quick question for you. Last time you were in town, you tried a bunch of my boys' new his new experiments, his ales. I think you called them a muddleberry sour. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Well, he mentioned that at the time you were quite good with alchemical, that alchemist stuff and inventions, things of that nature.
That's true even to this day.
Well, I was curious. That boy, he's just not been right lately. Recently, he's been holding up in his room, just writing out plans for new types of machines to make new types of ale all the time. I mean,
Oh,
I
that
know
might
I
be that.
spend. I
That
know
might
I
be the
spend a lot of-
planets. Ugh.
I spend a lot of time thinking about ale and ale accessories, but nothing quite like that boy. I thought maybe if you could help him out with his inventor's block, maybe it might snap him out of it.
Yeah, I can give him a bit of a talking to.
Well, it'd be much appreciated there, Con, and if you could snap him out of it, you can take a keg of whatever you'd like from the rot guts.
Oh, well, that's awfully kind of you.
Of course. Just show up in the morning and ask for... Oh, what's his name? Oh, crap.
What's the name of my damn
That's
son?
the name of my damn son. There are so many rot guts. Nope, that's the wrong one. He is... Rock!
Rock,
Just show up
rock,
at any
rock.
time and ask for Rock Rotgut.
Oh, is that anything like our friend Gunnar Sanson?
Now that boy, he's got a strong arm on him. Saw him beat Gurkha. But thank you kindly. I'll let you get back to your food now. And he walks back to his table. Oh, wrong person. Anyanka is here.
Oh, these people sure seem nice. What are we gonna owe for this? This is a lot of beer and a lot of meat. I mean, it's gonna be pricey, eh?
Oh, well, you see, that's the thing. Nothing costs anything at Fogton. At all.
How does that work?
Beats me.
Research over to
Cooperation.
Gurkha is just like, hey, I have another friend you should meet. Hey, Anyanka, come over.
Oh, aye.
She wanders over, and at this point, Gunnar is over with the barrel floaters, singing, with them accompanying him on the piano.
Aw.
He's making great friends quickly.
Aw.
I love this for him.
Anya comes down and sits in front of you.
Oh, Yaris, what can I do for you?
Hey, Gurkha, this is Anyanka. She was recently a corpse, and now she's not, and she's alive and well and very jelly. Can you explain to her about how, like, the town runs? Because she's kind of confused on, how there's no payment.
Oh, yeah, well, of course. The town is kind of it's sort of a commune where everyone takes care of everyone else's basic needs, and anything we need beyond that, we make through our exports. We export a whole bunch of the ale here because well, there's a very special rock in this area called gypsum that comes up in our water tables. It makes the ales particularly good. You can't really make Fogton ale anywhere else, even if you use the same recipe. But we export a lot, and all that money goes to the betterment of the town. Gets us, varieties of food and builds new places, things like that. Oh, that's fascinating. That's sort of an anarcho-communistic ways of doing your economics. I mean, I'm used to a little bit more brittle capitalism myself, but I think whatever model works for your town.
Yeah. Also, the cold ones are good. The people here are ever so charming, and he just puts a little thumb on Gurkha's cheek. Have some fun, make some friends.
She turns purple. And Anioka says,
Oh, I think I'll do just that. I may go join up with Gunnar.
and she wanders over and starts chiming in with Gunnar with some sea shanty he's singing
I
that
love
she
it.
knows. They're having a wonderful time, and you look over and Adelina is leaning on the bar like this, right in front of Arya, kind of absentmindedly twirling her own hair, like being really obvious that she's flirting with Arya. Con, what are you doing right at the moment?
After she's finished her meal, I think she's going to chat up this semi-mechanical gnome over at the other
Okay.
table.
Great. You walk up to her and she says,
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Oh, I wanted to see if I could get a better look at the machines you have for your arms. They're very complex.
Oh, well, yes, of course. Excuse me, my name is Roxy Thermocouple.
and she reaches
Roxy.
her hand out, and you can hear the gears as she reaches her arm out, and you can tell. Well, give me a crafting check in the tower.
Yeah.
Now that you're close and looking at her.
Con grabs her hand to keep it still and pulls out her jeweler's lens.
Yes.
It's canon that you have one.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can tell immediately that this is the same make as the Cogito Machinist. You can see the compartments where her negatronic capacitors would have been, but she's clearly had them removed because, the mind control. But she is almost entirely mechanical. It looks as though her legs have been replaced, her arms have been replaced, a good chunk of her face has been augmented. She's mostly just torso and the back of her head at this point, but she seems to be more with it than the mechanomes were that you had freed. They seem to be barely more than automatons.
But, nice to meet you. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to say hi. I recognize a lot of folks from Fogton since the last time I was here, but I don't recognize you.
Oh, no, I am new in town. I like it here. I have escaped from the hold of Belkson up to the north, you see. There was quite some trying times recently.
I held about that. Oh,
Yes,
terrible things.
Yeah, I was down in the mountains and I found a means of escape. Prototype machine that the leader of our group had created, but I wrote it out and made it as far south as I could, and it got me to the mountains near the Fogton tri-border.
A prototype machine, you say?
Yes, it's a small little metal thing that I think we were making ore, and things are fuzzy. I'm sorry, the details are a little fuzzy, but it was this strange little digging machine with paws, about the size of this table.
And she points to the table she's sitting at, which you would know immediately is way smaller than the plans call for your Molmec. Way smaller. So if anything, she might have had like a Mark I type deal, prototype Molmec, but it sounds like she found a Molmec.
But that could be pretty useful for someone to get their paws on.
Could be, could be.
Just theoretically, if I were, a renowned inventor, and I wanted to, deconstruct such a machine, perhaps to understand how it works, can I have it?
Oh, I suppose so. I'm not using it for anything. It broke down a little bit of a ways away, and
Well, I got it on the cart when I was found, but so I suppose I could pass part with it. Yes. Last I saw it was over at the Rotgut Brewery. They were the ones who got me here. And I haven't been able to bring it to my place since.
Well, I'm certainly glad to take it off your hands.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. It's so nice to meet a fellow inventor. I can see by your hands that you're also an alchemist.
Noting the
yes.
green on your fur.
Yeah. Yes, my name is Conde Bloody.
Oh, I know this name. You are
And she leans in.
one of the ones who freed us, yes?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, then that would be Zavid over there?
Yeah.
And it hard pan to Zavid with just a mouthful of meat.
Yes.
Just grossly eating.
Well, all of us owe you much thanks. We at the Cogito Machinist were under quite a mechanical thrall. The artifacts was genius. Mad, but a genius.
I'm so glad he's dead.
It is best for us all.
Sometimes I
yes.
can still hear his voice when all of a sudden I am a human woman instead of a rat, and I see this gigantic woman with long black hair and big curls. It's a weird dream. It's a weird dream. Con
You know,
doesn't think
I
about
have-
the ramifications of dreams becoming real all of a sudden.
I do not really dream much anymore since my conversion, but everyone here in Fogton has been complaining of odd dreams of late.
Yeah. That's going to be even more of an issue going forward. So
Oh? Why is
Yeah.
this?
I produced the updated version of our pamphlet.
Great. With the
I'll stand up on the table and start like passing them out to everyone.
Yeah.
oh man, make it rain, Con, make it rain.
Yeah.
And Gunnar starts dancing. Because he's good and drunk at this point. Everyone is getting him really drunk. So he climbs up on the table here and he starts busting his moves.
Guna, you can't throw it back. You're gonna bring down the whole building.
If I break it down, I'm gonna break all of you down with me. I'll see you in Valhalla. As he's twerking to death.
Yes.
I love this man. I love him so much.
Oh my god.
I
think
didn't
this-
know I needed him in Fogton this badly, but this was such a good decision.
You know what the funniest part about Gunnar is that all of your initial flash reaction to him was just ugh. Watching that episode again, all of you just at first are just like, ugh. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. Let's move on to somebody else. I don't like this guy.
Yeah, and now we're just like, this is our favorite. We will protect him with all of our hearts.
Gunnar is best boy. But
I mean, he made it to the fan favorite cards.
He really did by all of
He
us.
is,
overall.
Ma'at got number 1 because all
yeah,
three of you
yeah.
picked her, but Gunnar got number 2 because 2 of you picked him as your favorites. I think now is a really good spot for an intermission. What do y'all
Okay,
think?
yeah.
That sounds
Okay,
great.
Take a quick 10 or 15. We'll kind of fade out on here. Everyone will go to bed, and we'll come in the morning. So we'll hope everyone enjoys.
Reese will also be going to Gurkha's to see the thing that she
Mhm.
said that he needs to see.
Reese has a date coming up. But we'll hope everyone will join us in 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll see you then. Bye for now. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from intermission. Where last we left off, our heroes Lux Et Umbra had pulled into the small village of Fogton in order to celebrate saving their friend Rupert Mount upon Hill with some cold ones. They walked into the Brood Awakening Tavern, saw plenty of old faces, familiar friends, a couple of new ones, and it decided to go to bed. And it is now morning time. That's where we're coming in with. Zavid, you and Khan have already woken up. You're downstairs having your breakfast. Anyanka's over at the bar. She's got her head in her hands like this, just staring straight down, rubbing her temples.
Wait, who is?
Anyanka.
She's never had a hangover in like over 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Anyanka, are you okay?
No, I think my new head is gonna fall off.
Is it the alcohol? Are you reacting to the alcohol?
Oh, I had about 7.
7?
It was too many.
Anyanka, you're not a dwarf anymore, technically. I'm sorry to tell
I
you.
didn't know that. I didn't. Oh, shh.
She says to herself. She's shushing herself.
Well, you know, the ooze that makes up your body, you can modify that with aspects of other oozes.
Oh,
You know that, right?
I did not know.
Well, I mean, in theory, I've never done it, but like right now, it looks like you have gelatinous ooze, which is good, but they're good for eating meat and organic materials. Alcohol would probably poison the gelatinous ooze. However, maybe an ochre jelly or a black pudding or something like that might be better if you want to get your sort of resistance to poisons back, alcohol being one of them. It might be something to look into.
Hey, I think I might do that. Or maybe just moderation for now.
Or you could drink less. That is another option that is a little easier and very available to you.
Yep. And you look over and you see.
I love how my first go-to is like, well, there's some science experiment shit that you can do, so you can keep drinking not change any of your habits, or I could change my habits and this won't be a problem. Yeah, you can be boring too, I guess.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I need Zavid and Khan to roll me will saves, DC 35. It's a new
You
day.
got it, mister.
Publicly. 44,
Khan.
30. Khan,
You just
fail.
love to just
Loves to fail
get into
this.
hyperfocus.
The Khan,
Yep.
the way that Khan will address the situation is she immediately, without asking, starts making like a hangover cure for Anyanka,
There you go.
and then just kind of like sticks
Very
it
nice.
right in front of her face, like, have this.
Give me crafting publicly. I just gave you your Seeker's Blindness, so it should give you that +2 automatically.
I feel like she makes this, but like the price that Anyanka has to pay to get this is that she has to listen to her lore dump about a Homestuck or something. Just like, all right, I'm gonna tell you the whole story of this from start to finish, but don't worry, you're gonna get a cure out of it.
You make it and it'll work, but with that roll, it's going to be disgusting.
Can I? Let me aid. Let me.
Okay, sure.
Gotta let me aid on this one. See, crafting.
Sure. Crafting. That's better. Yeah, that gives it 2 more, which is precisely a 35, which is the standard difficulty. So you make a palatable, something she can get down. You know, it's got
Zavid, like-
hot sauce and.
David like grabs Khan's paw away from Anyanka and like pours a few packets of sugar into the mixture.
Yes.
What would actually? I know I was kind of making stuff up. What do you think Khan would be talking about during this?
Yeah,
Like,
at 100 miles an hour.
That's a good question.
because I made up Homestuck as like a
Yeah.
very
Fantasy
sort of like
Homestuck.
someone telling you a story you don't want to hear because it's way too long and convoluted.
That's a good question. What is Khan's hyperfixation apart from machines and killing things?
Blood.
That is that.
You know what?
Circus?
The science behind, blood and like hydration and the science behind like what a hangover is and how you think it must be working for an ooze skeleton creature.
Yeah,
True.
so she's just motor mouth explaining why, she added this particular combination of, of chemicals and reagents and how it might affect her ooze physiology, and then just tries to shove it down her throat.
Her ooziology.
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 Yes.
Oh, aye, that's very interesting, Con. Oh, yeah, I'll be sure to.
I'm
that
glad I
was
gave you
close.
the aid because I feel like she would have just puked on me if like I didn't. And that would have just been acidic, like take 5d6 acid damage, like
As you're all having this conversation, you see the front door of the tavern kind of burst open, and you see Gurkha standing there, and she walks in, passes by, looks at you two, and goes, "Morning," and just walks up the stairs. And
Isn't that door supposed to be a pull? She kicked it down.
then, about 45 seconds later, you see Gurkha walking back down the stairs with Reese slung over her shoulder, and she walks out. And Reese, I can't move them simultaneously, but you went with her, slung
Have
over
you
her
crazy
shoulder.
kids.
Bye.
Where like Papa's out there like breaking the door again, having to put the door back on the bolts and everything.
Dang, Lux Et Umbra, always breaking my door.
Is that a thing? Have we done that to them before?
Yes.
Not
Feels
here.
like we-
No.
Not
Oh,
here.
no, we did.
That was back in Plaguestone at
Yep, that's
Oh,
what it
okay,
was.
all right.
at the feed mill.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
had Crag do it.
Because we were
Okay.
pranking him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, I remember something about doors being broken.
Give me perception checks in the tower, you two. Not Reese, you're gone.
And
And Anyanka doesn't get a roll because she's still hungover.
poor Anyanka.
Oh, that should have been Tower, sorry.
That's fine. Khan, you realize that Gunnar's been sitting at the that long table next to you this entire time, slowly eating his breakfast quietly.
Oh, maybe he needs a hangover cure.
No. I like look over at him. Is he looking at me?
Nope, he's looking at his food. Straight down at the table. Not looking up at anybody. No smile. Just food.
No.
I have a detect thoughts or something.
Oh shit, you have that?
Let me look. I need
It's
to
a
know.
divine spell. Let's see.
Detect
Pipette
poison.
would, if nothing else.
Detect alignment. Detect. Detect Gunnar. Is that a spell? Can I?
Oh, I think it's called
He's
mind-
right there.
It's called mind reading is the spell you're looking for.
Mind reading.
And it's
Okay.
arcane
What-
occult.
I cast Empath.
It's arcane occult.
I have my superpower of empathy. Damn. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I could do.
Apart from go up and say words to him.
Listen, if magic can solve it, I want to do magic. I don't want to talk to him when he's like this. I'm not good at these situations, or at least if Zavita's not good.
Yeah. If Zavi doesn't find anything, then Khan will obliviously wander over.
Zavita casts blindness on him.
I'll tell you right now, Zavid, you did not notice. You rolled a nat 2 for a 26.
Oh shit! In that case, I'm gonna go get her bottle. Then I'll let
Yeah, sure.
Khan handle this.
You didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ruth rolls
Colin-
13. All right, oh, go ahead.
Khan will wander over, preemptively pulling out like her potions and reagents, and is like, "Hey, Gunnar, you don't look so good, pal. Did you maybe have too much to drink?"
No, I didn't drink too much. I just don't feel too good today, I guess. I don't know, just... There's a lot of things going on. There's so much bad in the world. It's hard to not see the evil all around me.
Oh, also the case, yeah.
Well, at least the sausage is good. He takes another bite.
Sad.
This is the first time he's ever failed his wisdom check on this.
Oh, poor man.
Well, you could until you feel better, you could just hang out. We have a few things to take care of in town.
Yeah, all right. I think maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take a walk out at the mountains. That mist seems a little nice.
And he just gets up and starts walking out without a second. He doesn't give you anything else. Leaves his food on the table half-eaten.
I'm going to miss that man. It's like that he was out of my life.
No, he's just gone forever now.
He just walks into the mist, never returns.
Oh no,
What?
not a straw game in Pathfinder. No, he
No,
can't. He killed
Con tried to make
everybody.
him Con tried to make him feel better, and Gunnar said he's just gonna take a walk in the forest, and he got up and walked out. But, Con...
I can't believe he wasn't comforted by, the mysterious bottles that I'm offering him with the patronage of my evil god and all that.
He's really feeling it.
He is. But, Con, I think you have, the first of the 3 things to do today, so
Yes.
I think we're probably just gonna smash cut to that, if you don't mind.
Yes, I have a machine to pick up.
Yes. So I'm gonna just drop you on this map. All y'all can close out of the Brood Awakening.
I like the smash cut is like, I'm about to tell like Anyanka something really important to me, and then we just smash cut. I'm like, what happened? How did we get here?
Alright, so Con, you go on here. There we go. Share that. Is it unlocked? Should be. Alright, so it's early morning. There's fog rolling down the mountain as per usual. And
Is there a ton?
a lot of fog, but not any more than normal.
Not a fog ton.
Oh, fog! I get it. That went right over my head. I couldn't see it because of all the fog.
We'll fog you out.
So you come to the Rotgut Brewery, and there's a paddle wheel going in the river nearby. You can hear just little noises of just it's a brewery, little noises here and there, but for the most part, it seems relatively empty.
She'll just kind of walk around, trying to look casual. And where did my friend say that the machine was ditched?
Said it was in a barn. Are you trying to be sneaky or anything?
No. It occurs to me, maybe not to Con, that she should maybe introduce herself and be like, I'm not trying to steal from you.
That's true, but would Khan recognize that? Roll something. Let's see. Roll just a straight
Yeah.
wisdom publicly.
Yeah. Just straight
Straight wisdom. Yeah.
I also like the idea that the actual portrait of Khan with the knife out, that's you right now walking with your knife out, even though there's no cause for that.
So let's say with a 12, you would think to not just take the mech and leave.
Yeah. Then wherever looks to be like the main house, I'll knock on the door.
That would be to your west and north, but knocking on the door, you don't get any reply.
There seems to be any signs of life, anyone in any of the barns or workshops?
Give me a perception check in the tower, please.
Got it. Oh, you said in the tower.
That's fine.
Damn it.
That's fine. You hear a crashing noise in the small workshop to the east. Like something was just dropped, like a toolbox.
I heard that noise. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, hello! And you hear another clattering of some tools, and a door opens, and you see a large orc. I should have had this ready. Let's see. Which one is he? Rock? Yes. Okay. So you see a very large orc answer the door, and he has a long pointed black beard. His hair is in a top knot. On his back is a big keg of beer, and across his chest is a bandolier that has many wooden kegs inside of it. And he's holding a shovel. And he says to you, hello? Who are you? What can I do for you?
Oh, oh my gosh, I feel bad. What was the name of the mechanome? It's not Rosa.
Roxy.
It's Roxy.
Roxy. Roxy Thermocouple.
Yeah. The other day I was told to drop by. I'm picking up a diabolical machine of sorts.
Oh, you want that digging machine? Okay, yeah, Roxy. She broke that with her when we found her out in the mountains. Sorry about that. Well, where's my manners? My name's Rock Gut. Good to meet you. I'm a main brewmaster here at the Rock Gut Brewery.
And you're kind of walking and talking.
Yeah, I mean I was here a little bit ago. You are the guy who made those sours that I tried, right?
Oh yeah, you did try them. Those were a big failure. Nobody liked them none. I've been having a weird, trying a hard time coming up with something new recently.
Yes, I heard from your dad that you've kind of closed yourself off a bit to focus. You know, he's
Well-
worried.
Well, yeah, Dad, he gets worried some, but you know what? I've been thinking of this new invention, this new brew, and well, dang it, I just can't get it right. I saw it in a dream.
That brew ain't right.
That brew ain't right. I seen it in a dream. I just can't make it right.
Tell me a bit about it.
Well, I've dreamt about it again last night. It was a real good dream. I dreamt I'd finally gotten worldwide fame for it. It was this delicious ale, coffee brew. I can't get it out of my head. Roasted espresso beans brewed right straight into the beer. I was moving around the brewery so fast it looked like there was two of me. If you could imagine such a thing.
Oh, but if you want my honest opinion, that sounds like an extremely dangerous beverage to give to people.
Well, yeah, but it sounds good though, don't it? You know, the damnedest thing though, when I woke up, I went over to my notebook with my calculations, and he pulls out this notebook and he flips it open. He says, and a couple of my formula were done for me by the time I woke up. Ain't that the dangest thing? I must have been sleep mathing. And
he's still just kind of wandering over to this barn with you as he's talking, and eventually he opens it up, and you see within there's a pile of metal with some blue lights all over it that is about the size of a very small, like a golf cart roughly, and it has metal hands and arms coming off the side of it, but it is lifeless and unmoving on this barn floor.
Well, this is the thing that Roxy came in. I never could get it done, fit for working again. I'm pretty good with tinkering, but I don't know. If Roxy says you can have it, you can have it.
Well, I'd certainly like to fix it, you know. Con actively puts her hands in front of the machine so that she can focus on having a conversation. Trying to be kind.
His voice is getting more and more muffled, and as he's talking, you're hearing
You go into that Frodo trance, and the ring starts to speak to him, but it's the Molmec. You're the whispers of Mordor in your ear.
But yeah, it's all yours if you can take it out of here. You got a carriage or something?
Do we have something better? I can have it here in a bit. I just need to, make sure my companions are awake. But anyway, I can't focus on that right now.
Yes,
Let's talk
right.
about. I would love to see your math for your
Sure.
And he
dangerous blue.
he shows you this math, and give me a crafting check publicly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
34.
It makes sense, but it's weird. He's not very good at math. It's kind of sloppy. But you can see that he's kind of onto something here with compressing these beans and, get them into the brew before he thinks that you can put them in before you brew the beer, but you're not quite sure he's on the right track. You think he's fundamentally flawed somewhere in his train of logic, but with that roll, you're not really sure where.
Yeah. The
There's a
whispers are
flaw.
too loud.
The whispers are too loud. The Molmec's calling to you. You can't really figure it out.
These dreams you had, is it always the same one? I should tell you, I pull out a pamphlet. Everyone's going to have weird dreams for a bit, and some of them might manifest physically in the real world. It's
Well.
kind of scary.
Well, that don't sound good, but I mean, it's a pretty nice dream I've been having, so I suppose it wouldn't be too bad if it came real. Wish upon a star, have dreams come true.
And he starts like kind of singing, and it's really bad.
He tries not to laugh.
But you do are able to take this Molmec. Eventually, you can have somebody, Gunnar, come by, or Adeline, or Anyanka come by with the Windseeker to pick that up.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I think at here, I'll switch over to Reese.
Sounds good.
Great. Oh, I need to put him on this map, though. So go ahead and close out of that. Put Reese here, and I need to get Gurkha. There you are.
I had
Oh,
a
wait.
mild coughing thing. So
Oh, what?
cool. Oh, I had a small cough that I had to try to mask, so
I understand.
I don't have anything on screen right now.
Yes, I'm getting that to you right
okay.
now. Here. There you go. So, Reese, you wake up to your door being slammed open, and Gurkha walks in and just picks you up out of your bed, hurls you over her shoulder, and says,
Well, here we go. Got date time. Hope you're ready.
Let's do this.
and Gurkha walks you back to her place. But and as you're walking, she carries you the entire way and says,
Last time I cooked you dinner, which is not really a very orky tonic tradition. I thought, since you were in town this time, I'd treat you to a proper orc date. What you think?
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do it.
Wonderful. That gnome, Roxy, she's been helping me install some new stuff up in my house. After you kicked my butt last time you were in Fogton, I realized I needed to up my training regimen. So, she helped me, let's just show you.
and eventually you get to Gurkha's cabin, or rather the mountainside behind Gurkha's cabin. And she flings you off her shoulder, and you can see a pretty big walled a big rectangular wall. You can't see into it from here.
Okay.
But there is a door and a stairway in front of you, and she says,
Well, hope you're still in shape.
Please. I got
she
this.
walks over to here and says,
Ladies first.
she kind of boots you through the front door.
Oh.
So what we're doing,
fall.
so the first thing you see is a large pit of spikes with a
Oh my
wooden
god.
plank. Far beyond that is a big pool of what appears to be some green liquid that is bubbling with small platforms, round platforms above it. And beyond that, a sand pit with large swords coming out of it. Music begins to well up behind you, and she says,
Well, let's try this.
and
Okay.
she immediately takes a run forward and then begins to tiptoe across here to here and says,
Let's see what you got.
so what I need
What do
from
I need to
you
roll?
is an athletics check, or acrobatics first, to get
I have
across.
a
was about to
question
say.
Yes.
for Elliot.
Yeah.
Do you think that Reese would be having flashbacks to when he grew up traversing a labyrinth at his father's place and all the dangers of that temple?
Oh yeah.
She wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where your head's at the moment.
My
Oh,
head's fine.
no problem. You are able to scoot across this little catwalk. This not an issue. Avoiding those spikes. She says,
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, let's see you dance.
and she grabs you around the waist and spins you across to this next platform. Give me performance,
Yes.
please. See how you
Athletics,
can
you said?
dance across these. Performance.
Oh, performance. Jesus.
To dance across the tiles. You're at least trained at. Ooh, that was really good.
Yeah.
Natural 17 for a 37. So you gracefully spin, she gracefully spins you onto the first one there. And from here, the rest of the way, you can choose either acrobatics or athletics to get across here.
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Wonderful.
Actually, no, athletics. Athletics. I forgot
Athletics?
that that's one up higher.
Great. 31, pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you are able to kind of get most of the way across, and she's dancing and having a jolly time with you as she goes. And she says,
I saw this place in a dream, and as soon as Roxy moved in, I thought, let's see if we can make it a reality. She's really good with machines and digging out things and such. What do you think?
and as you get to here, she puts her leg out, and give me a reflex save to see if you can not trip over her foot.
Okay. 36?
Oh, that was just enough, and you have improved evasion, so you critically succeed, and you dive over her legs and are able to jump in between these spikes to the end there.
Love it. That reminds me of my childhood, actually.
Well, really? You must have had some kind of childhood if this is familiar to you.
Yeah, I gotta tell you a few things I learned along the way.
The next room is filled with sand and has a bit of blood on the ground. What do you do? She stands in the door waiting.
So, he just goes through one of his pouches, takes out a piece of, rock candy that's not actually candy, but an actual rock. He tosses it in the pit.
And as you toss the rock out there, a whirling quicksand whirlpool appears and sucks the rock down. That was very smart. She says,
Clever. That was a good call.
Mm-hmm. Now, how the heck do you, not get sucked in there?
Well, I usually go like this.
and she shoves you. So I'm gonna roll a athletics check. What is your fortitude DC? It's your
My
bonus plus 10.
Fortitude DC is, 37.
She rolled a 36. You hold your ground.
Oh, you've been working out.
You don't even know half of it.
And she slinks across against the wall to here. Now I want you to give me perception, please.
This is fun. I love this. By
Thank
the
you,
way.
Rose. Good. I was hoping
I
this
love the
wasn't
name,
stupid.
Gurkha's Gainful Gauntlet.
Thank you. She got to get them gains.
I'll
Alright,
let him
don't
get
feel
a 2 on, or a 28 on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
On your excuse me. So let's see. You. There we go. I can open this up now. Boop. You, Reese, do not see the gelatinous cube that was walking up in front of you, so give me a reflex save.
Of course.
Oh, you fail!
Oh.
So, Reese, you are going to take a 4d6 acid damage.
He's getting cocky, I think, is what's happening. Like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, as this thing jumps in front of you, you slam into it and take 14 damage. And it burns. It's
Man, this gelatinous cube really sounds like a human baby, too. Oh,
Sorry, I got to mute.
and
No,
it
you're good.
walks on past, and she says,
Yeah, I found that up high in a cave in the mountains. Crazy, isn't it? Oh, I was
Yeah.
able to get it in here with the help of Jazz.
and she runs down through here. And I know that you can see it because it's clearly on the overhead of the map, but Reese can't see the second one that's on there, so
Yeah.
please give me another perception check.
He goes around the one area. Wait, nope, that's not Gurkha. That's not Gurkha. Okay, so another perception, you said?
Mm-hmm. Because Reese can't see that.
Oh, Reese.
And Reese doesn't see that. So once again, as you round the corner, Gurkha kind of slows herself down a little bit and lets you get ahead of her. And again, you don't see the gelatinous cube as it... Oh, did I even... Oh, I didn't even make them visible. Poop. They are actually on the map. So it
Oh,
slinks
those are
out.
big.
Yeah, they're big. It sludges out in front of you and you slam into it once again,
Oh.
taking another... And normally you would be paralyzed, but you were an elf. So you take another 13 damage, so
I
Reese...
think, any like robes or whatever he has is now getting like eaten away with the acid.
Yep.
So like more of his skin is showing. So it's just kind of like Gurka is seeing Reese
She's turning more
undress
purple.
more and more, whether he
Mhm.
likes it, she likes it or not. You know.
Exactly that.
That's
All
what's
right,
happening.
so then she's gonna say,
Oh, well, is it getting hot in here or is it just me? I think it's time to cool off a little.
Yeah.
and the next section you do feel a frigid breeze as there are swinging axes over a stalagmites of ice upon the ground. At the far end is a very large blue crystal, clearly magical, that is emanating frost. What do you do?
I think Reese is gonna take his. Can you get rid of this slide?
Yes, let me. There you
Thank
go.
you. I was
Let
distracted.
me just take them off the map.
So Reese is gonna pull out his arrow and shoot one of his fire ones at it.
Awesome. Give me an attack in the tower or the chat. It's not an actual attackable object.
Okay. An attack. Let me go. What activities?
Actions.
No, actions. There we go. All right. Yeah. So he's gonna take a elemental fire
Mhm.
arrow.
Great.
And he's just gonna.
That's a hit. Sure. 35. So roll your damage.
Cool.
Whew, that was a lot. Okay, so you sink a fire arrow into this thing, and it almost shatters the crystal, and the icicles upon the floor melt away immediately, leaving just enough room that you could probably slink under with an acrobatics check.
Okay. Let me do an
Oh,
acrobatics
wow.
check.
I never thought about trying that. Good job.
Yeah, it's something new that I've got. But yeah, acrobatics. Let me. Okay, that's better.
Oh, that's enough. So you're able to both slink across, and as you get to here, you're noticing that, it went from real cold to real hot all of a sudden, as you see burning jets of fire coming out of pipes over a liquid magma pool. Dirk has made some upgrades.
Oh my god.
This map was too cool to pass up.
This is such a cool app. Like, seriously.
So what do? You see exactly what this is. There are spikes on the outside, so going around the outside will hurt, and there's spewing fire across the center, so how do you choose to get across here?
Hold on one sec, I have to read something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna warp step.
Great. Amazing.
So yeah, Reese is gonna warp step across.
Hilarious. So you, managed to get yourself 30 across.
Yep.
And Gurka says, oh, dang,
I wish I could do that.
and she starts to do some cartwheels across this and does a bit of a somersault flip.
I'll catch up yet.
And you are ahead of her at this point. And in this next room, you can hear as there are large electricity bolts shooting from 4 different Tesla coils within this room.
This room's a little bit shocking.
I'd say.
It's just like I dreamed it, though. That Roxy's a miracle worker.
She's fantastic. This is beautiful craftsmanship on its own.
The chemistry between you two is electric.
Boogie woogie woogie.
And he takes out his arrows again, and they're going to be the water ones.
Mm-hmm.
And
Smart water. Ooh, that'll be a crit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so he goes and does that.
We'll just double this damage.
We'll just double it. Yeah.
66. So yeah. That is, I can't make the graphic change, but the electricity goes out in this room.
Well, damn. I guess we can just walk now. Good job on that.
Walk and hold hands.
Yeah.
Just walk and hold it.
Yeah.
Yes, this. There you go.
Shall
They
we?
hold-
And he just like puts his hand
We
out.
shall.
They daintily walk through the room. Coming to the next, you hear as you see a single chain above spinning axes on the base of the floor. What do you do? There's a single chain.
Single chain, and it's above.
It's below. Yes, it is above these axes. They're
Above
on the
these
floor.
axes. So I'm gonna have Reese just like jump up and try to like hand walk the chain.
Oh no, the chain is like 6 inches. There's like a foot above the ground, and the axes are right at ground level. It's very, very
okay.
low. Yeah.
Um,
You'll either have to balance on the chain, or like get a really, really long jump, or some other way to get across. Definitely can't hang under. It's like a foot above the ground.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. I thought from the way it looks above.
Yeah, it's difficult from an overhead.
Yeah, overhead I thought it was higher. Then
Low is bad.
Yeah.
Low is bad.
I think then I think he's gonna probably try to do an athletics and just like sprint, but like
Okay. A long jump?
yeah, long jump it.
Great. Let's see a public athletics. 32, that's not very good actually. So
You know what? I'm gonna let it happen. I'm gonna
You'll let it happen?
I'm gonna,
Okay. So you fall a little short over to here. So I'm going to say give me a reflex save to at least attempt to land on that chain.
oh, it didn't go.
There it is.
Dive
Ooh.
headfirst into the axes.
You do fall into the axes, and you are going to take a bit of slashing damage. That is the point of this thing.
Oh yeah.
21. So you take 21 damage, and Gurkha says,
Ah, Reese!
and she like tiptoe runs across this chain and grabs you and hurls you up to the next level,
Much thanks.
Oh, yeah, of course.
which is a nice little bit of grass. And in front of you is simply a triangular net, much like in PE. Like a Jacob's ladder, that's what they're called.
Ah, I thought it would be nice to have a little bit of a breather after all of that.
Yeah. And he just like hops down and walks over to the net and just is like, okay, whew. Slow and steady.
Yeah, slow and steady.
And this is basically like a take 10 kind of a moment.
Yeah.
And once again, you're hearing gzow, gzow, gzow. Whoa, shit.
Oh my gosh, what the? That was.
My mistake. That's not what I meant to do.
Yeah.
As you see a room with very large Assyriani-inspired statues that shoot lightning across a pit that has burning coals beneath and a rickety wooden ladder astride it.
Okay, I'm doing a lore.
Okay. Lore
desert.
desert or whatever? Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, these are definitely Osiriani gods, like Ra and Anubis is the god of death, I think. Yeah, and Set is the third one.
Yeah.
Yes, so they are all shooting a lightning bolt, each one by one, slowly across this pit. And she says,
Oh, you told me you were from Assyria, and I just couldn't get that aesthetic out of my head. I really like that southern style.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was included in my dreams, you know. Everything I dreamt about, I tried to put in.
You thought of me? Little me?
Little Brett.
Nice. I like it.
so how do you get across here? Do you go across the ladder, or do you try to get close to the statues?
I'm gonna do another water arrow at the statue from if I could see where the lightning is coming through.
It's coming from like their eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to just pop one in its eyes.
Sure, let's see that attack.
Let's see.
So you've been saying that, like, people are going to be having lots of weird dreams lately?
Oh yeah,
So
constantly.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about that back at the Brood Awakening.
That's definitely a good solid hit. Not a crit, but a hit.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
Definitely not.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage though. 33. Zink! You sink a water arrow into this thing and short circuit it.
Ah, I guess I gotta realize that water is the big weakness in this place.
Yeah,
And-
anything with electric.
Wuggy wuggy wuggy.
He just like doo, 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 doo.
Give me a reflex save as the ladder snaps beneath your weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I built that thing purposely rickety.
You managed to leap over to the end
Yep.
just in time.
Good. Yeah,
then-
now I can tell. Good
Well-
job, big job.
And there's just one last challenge. May I have this dance?
And she holds her hand out to you.
Oh, he definitely takes her hand.
And that's where we're going to fade out on Reese's date.
I thought because of the bloodstains, like one last challenge pulls out a gun.
Right?
Oh wait,
Till death do we part.
It's a
No,
gun.
One of us is leaving this room alive.
there was one thing I did need to talk about as you're dancing, talking about the dreams and how weird, wacky shit's gonna be happening. And she says,
Oh, I did have an odd one last night, now that you mention it. It was pretty nice, actually. I was at the Brood Awakening on a fire day, like today. I knew it was fire day because I was drunk enough to do karaoke with the band. I guess seeing you last night made me think about you because you and your friends were there too, running around all wild and crazy, dancing or something. Looked like we were having a pretty wonderful time.
Love that. And I think, like, let me show you. He just goes, well, let me show you something from. Sorry, my mic just fell. Reese did not go, ah!
It happens.
Elliot. Reese just goes, let me show you a little something from home. And he starts dancing, and if you've seen RRR, the fantastic film, it is very much inspired where he takes his lead and watches for Gurkha to follow. So it's kind of like they're doing the same thing, but like trying to get in sync with each other.
See a performance check publicly then.
Okay.
That movie is amazing.
It's so good.
It's
I've
so
seen it
We
like
still
6
haven't
times.
finished it in our Discord server. We watched like the first half, and we just haven't watched the last part of it.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's
it
so
got too
good.
late at night.
It was such a
Let's
long.
go!
Oh my god!
Nat 20.
Nat 20 to do the Bollywood dance. Reese,
Yes.
you're just channeling this belly dancer and this amazing Bollywood soul that you didn't even know you had. Balag Makar had to teach you something, and he taught you how to dance like a Bollywood star. And Gurkha definitely goes purple in the cheeks, and she says,
Well, I just hope that my beer stein is full when I get back to my room like it was this morning.
I bet it will be.
fade out, pan to the fireplace. And I think Zavid is the third one we had, yes?
No, there's another person we're forgetting.
So just for the moment, I'll put up this map for Fogton. You can close out Gurkha's gainful gauntlet.
So fun. I loved that.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed that. That was fun. So, Zavid, you had... after you've been spending most of your day, what are you doing most of the day while Khan and Reese are gone? Because you need them, so you're waiting for them to get back.
I guess. I'm not sure. I think Zavid's a little anxious for the conversation that he's going to have with a dragon. And I think he'd distract himself by hanging out with the Windseeker crew. I think specifically Anyanka has caught his attention because of this new transformation she's had. And also the fact that she's apparently feeling hungover for the first time in how many years. So I think he'd just be having a conversation with her and like talking about Arcana and this, that, and the other. And maybe he'd wonder aloud at some point, like, I wonder what happened to Gunnar. I don't see him anywhere. I don't think he'd have much to say to Anyanka just because she seems like she's gonna have her playful with Arya, so he's gonna let that do it. Do its own thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing is Adelina, she's just gone. She never showed up in the morning. Ooh,
Yeah.
scandalous.
Yeah, I guess he would just hang out. There's not much he'd do. I think he'd take a rare moment to relax, but he wouldn't really be relaxing. He'd be anxious the whole time.
Understood, yeah. But yeah, you hang out and have a good day with Yanka. But eventually, Khan, you probably come in first from the brewery, fresh with your mole mechapod to the board up on the Windseeker. I think you said you were going to have Anyanka help you with that. So yeah, you would be the first one to come back, seeing them, and eventually, do you speak to her first, or do you wait for Reese? Zavid. Do you speak to Khan first, or do you wait for Reese?
I think I'd speak to Khan first because I don't know what Reese is up to.
That's fair.
Other than Gurkha took Reese, I'm like, well, they're gonna be gone for a while. Whatever they're doing, it's gonna take a while. So when Khan gets back, I'll talk to Khan. Wave her over to the table with me and Yoko. So, how was your little journey? Did you find that you were looking for?
I did. I absolutely did. But you know, in trying to be a cool, good person, I may have tried Hotgut's new recipe for caffeinated alcohol. So I'm a bit, as the kids say, wild.
You can see her pupils are like pinpoints.
All right.
Never be a good person, Zavid.
Never be a good person.
Never be a good person. This is where it leads. She like grabs your shoulders.
This is the future.
With surprising strength, like brings him down to her level. Like this is where it leads. Like, he like an ooze himself is able to slide out of your grip, like contorting his sort of shadowy body away, and then he says, "Well, I kind of regret not going with you because I could use some of that right now, honestly."
You don't want it. It's really bad. To have actual coffee, have actual alcohol. Don't mix the two.
I'm just a little nervous for what's to come.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? Or are you
Yeah, we got
forgetting?
to go up to the mountain.
Right, okay. It's going to be not difficult to do, just difficult to choose what to do. Because I have the magic to bring a long dead dragon back to life, which would do a great deal to heal details the tracks, as well as our other dragon, our mechanical dragon friend. What was his name again?
Ciprogrod.
Ciprogrod. But the problem is, Cabreri's magic, though it allows me to bring those back from the dead, he's much more in favor of undeath. I could do it, but I might have to pay a steeper price than most in order to do so, and it would maybe not be as useful to us in the war effort. The idea of bringing back this long dead dragon, it could distract the other two dragons. It could not bring them peace, but actually make them not want to fight, because they would want to keep her safe. So from a tactical viewpoint, an undead dragon would be a much better tool. But if you're listening to me right now, that sounds absolutely sadistic, that I'm talking about the lives of these people we call our friends, or these dragons we call our friends, as tools. The right thing to do, what's right for their baby, is to bring her back. I just don't know what toll it will cost us. If bringing her back would be advantageous for the long term. On top of that, even if they were good, let's say she takes to the war effort with a fervor of like an army of 1,000, right? Crazy and good in a good way, but what if Cabreri decides that because I'm using his magic to circumvent undeath, that I am to be punished in some way, and that could negatively affect other things down the line. I just don't know what price I might have to pay, I guess, is where I'm at.
I imagine if completely we're going to punish you for insubordination, perhaps, the effect wouldn't happen until the war is over. Because he needs you in fighting form.
You'd think so, yeah. I mean, if I were a Cabreri, I would wait. If I was intent on doing it. But also, Cabreri has fucked me over many times during moments where I really could have used a little extra strength. As a joke, for fun. So, I don't know how important it is to him that I be in fighting form. If I can use his magic, I think that might be all that he requires of me. Maybe he'll even do an exception this one time for some other reason. I don't know. I have not communed with him. I don't seek to right now. I'm just going to do it and just see what happens. He will have to make his decision when it does happen. But anyway, this is we need Reese for this, and I think Reese has been gone for only less than an hour. Based on past experiences, Reese needs more time than that. So we've got some time.
Yes.
Stop laughing.
Zavid is finally in on the joke.
I love this for
Anyanka's
him.
also laughing, stop it.
Boy, he's just a chip off the old block, that one. I wonder if their mother is the... Oh, I shouldn't think such things.
Oh my god. You don't know anything about the father, so let's just hope that the mother's sweet and pure and great.
But after a while, you're able to get food and all your... Zavid, you can prepare whatever spells you need for the day. Reese eventually does slink in with his shirt essentially burned off. He's got a couple of sexy burn wounds across his body, but he's missing his shirt. Hair is a little frazzled.
So apparently gelatinous ooze are, burny. I've learned.
I turned to Anyanka, I'm like, she's made of gelatinous cube ooze right now.
I mean...
I could have told you that.
I haven't spent enough time around Anyanka at this point, I think. So yeah, my shirt is a little SOL right now.
He's just got these rippling pecs and abs.
Yeah, it's just like,
yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I didn't have a spare shirt, so I thought I'd just walk around like this.
My spare shirt.
It's a deep V now. It was a t-shirt, now it's a deep V, so it's cool.
It's just like
Hey Reese, I need you for a ritual, and if you're gonna be distracting everyone, you need to be putting on a shirt for it.
Okay,
yes!
I'll go to the ship. Gurkha, come with me. Let's go to the ship. I'll show you the ship. It's my sister's ship. Then we'll come back, and he grabs her hand, and they go out and goes back.
Yeah, they bust out real fast. But eventually they do come back, and Reese has a proper shirt.
I imagine the kinds of shirts that you tend to wear, like the Astarian ruffle, You know what I'm talking about from Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh yeah, no, I know. Honestly, those are like his nice shirts.
Those are the nice ones.
If anything, he just likes, if there is like a deep V type of thing, it's just kind of like you could tie it up. It's kind of like,
Oh, it's got like
you
the
just have like a
laces.
poofy, like a fencing shirt, like a big poofy shirt.
fencing shirt. I wish
You know what I mean?
fencing
Like,
shirts had looked poofy.
like tight pants but big poofy shirt.
That's his formal wear.
That's still formal. That's still formal for you.
That's still formal
Damn.
for Reese. Yeah, no, that's
I'm like, that's not formal. That's like casual to me. So like, you're like, no, too formal. What, you wear a potato sack? Like, what's not formal?
No, I mean like the nice formal puffy. Like, are we talking like a typical go to the Ren Fair puffy shirt kind of puffy shirt? Or
Kinda, yeah. I mean, just
okay, then
big
yeah, that's,
poofy.
yeah, like a kind of like pirate-esque.
Yeah.
That's
It's
normal
not
then. Yeah. Let's.
without all the ruffles and stuff. Just like
Okay, yes.
just a cotton or wool or whatever shirt.
Then something simple like that. Then sorry, I thought you meant like the ruffles and everything. I'm just like.
Oh, I
That's-
see what you mean. Yeah, no, like something that you could put like a leather cuirass over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Something simple.
that's good enough. I get up. I'm like, we have a mountain to climb. I don't want to climb it. Can we warp there somehow?
You can take the
Teleport there.
Windseeker.
We'll get lost. We'll get so lost.
Probably get lost.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah. I guess we have to climb it. I'm gonna rent an alpaca for the journey.
They would have that kind of thing here in
Yeah.
Fogton. So yeah, you can rent little pack animals, and most of the way up is not too unpleasant.
Yeah, I'll put a cooler on it, get a few cold ones for the journey, so we can bring it to our friend up there. Because
Perfect.
it's going to be a conversation, you know.
It
And
is.
Cyprograd, do we have a way to contact Cyprograd?
Con can scry, and you can use Mork's Condescending.
I'm gonna have to use sending. All right,
Yeah, you can do that.
I wear my best blue as I go up.
As I said, most of the way up is fairly navigable. It's not too much of an issue, but eventually you come. There's a large stairway that's inside of a cavern, a tunnel, and as it comes out, just as before, there's a torrential blizzard coming down across this very thin walkway. You can't see the bottom due to the amount of fog beneath you. And it looks very familiar. You have been here before.
He's Mr. Icicle. He's Mr. Snow. He's Mr. White.
I'm gonna cast spider climb so I can cling to the wall instead of like stepping through the snow.
I love it. See, this is great because it's so many
Last time
levels
you were
later.
in a
You have so many
pocket.
different. Yeah, you were in Demirius's coat last time. So yeah, spider
I-
climb.
I'm gonna chance it and walk across. I literally can't see anything. It's just white.
It is
I
great
would
and difficult
try-
terrain.
Yeah, and just walk across, hugging the wall.
He's just
Great.
gonna warp step his way along.
Great.
I literally can't see anything. I cannot see what.
Anyanka's gonna cast fly on herself, and it's difficult. It's like when you see a pigeon flying against the wind.
Oh,
She's
there we
eventually-
go.
Zavid, I need you to roll me a reflex save there.
Oh god.
I thought Savid was Reese for a minute.
Oh.
I go, nope, wrong character.
Zavid, you slip as a rock from beneath your foot breaks off. And Reese and Khan, I'll say you have a reaction to do something, but Zavid is pretty much going to go down. That was a bad roll. A bad time to fail a roll.
I do a reflex save on that.
That's 10 higher than he got. What are you doing?
So I don't completely fail that, right?
Right, yes.
He just it looks like he just simply glides over. It's like there's no issue here.
And you're grabbing Zavid? What are you doing?
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gliding, pulling him up, and like, come on, man.
I use my Scorponok blade to as an ice pick to grip it to the
baton.
side.
Heck yeah.
And then once I get up, I say nothing, and I'm just like, if I'd have fallen, maybe that would have been for the best. Oh, I hate this.
Stop being
It's
a drama queen.
Freezing cold. Everyone give me fortitude saves publicly.
Yeah,
You got it.
Zavita's being a total drama queen right now.
I mean, it's a pretty bad situation. It's not a good... It's a good time to be a drama queen.
Yeah.
You're looking for 35s. Everyone passes, actually. Con, you got a 42. So everyone is actually... You were prepared for the cold this time. Last time it was way worse, but you do eventually make it across the... Wow, it's completely white out now, isn't it? That's funny. But that's the worst part of it there.
How did
you
you
can
make
go
the
ahead and-
outside of my world look like that?
Yeah, right. So you can go ahead and close out of that now. Once you get past that part, that's the most treacherous path on the entire trek. The air starts to clear a little bit, the fog lightens, as eventually you do come to the tip of the mountain. Trees coated in frost. There's a small boat near a frozen pond, and a small cabin made of logs and wood, where you know your friend Beat Els lives. And within his frozen pond does lie the skeletal remains of what you know to be Gwynestraja, the gold dragon.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh,
Level could it be?
a moment later, the door opens. Oh, Zavid, Con Reese. Well, welcome back. Nice to see you. What brings you here, kid? Come in, come out of the cold.
Oh, we have a friend. Well, as well. I hope that doesn't matter.
Oh no, the more the merrier. Oh, anyone friend of yours is a friend of mine. Come on in, get out of the cold. I'll have some tea.
Hey there, my name is Yanyanka Jenkins. Nice to meet you there, Pete. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, these people here have done more for me than I can say. Make yourselves comfortable. Well, what's the occasion? Well, what brings you up my mountain?
Well, how's the egg? We haven't spoken in a little while.
Oh yeah, the egg. Well, Ciprogrod. Once you guys cleared out that layer, most of the orcs and the gnomes, they moved out, found different places to live, but a few of them didn't know where to go, so he allowed them to stay. They've been working the forges day and night, keeping it warm. So it's been going well.
Well, that's actually very encouraging to hear.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer.
So I have to address something with you about Gwenestrasia.
Oh, of course.
We've discussed about, the coming conflict of Rovagag, which is only a few months away now. And I believe you have already given your permission to have her sort of, in a way, fight. But things have changed since then. I have grown in power with my god, and I believe it is possible to bring her back. For real. Not just as an undead, but as she was when she died. I know
Really?
Yes, I know that this would be very exciting and at the same time very scary because, well, you've aged quite a bit. She would be as she was, but you are, 2,000 years older?
I'm 987 years older, but who's counting?
Well, I understand it would be preferable to have her back, but you've also grieved for 987 years. I don't know if she wants to come back. And the strain it might put on my magic, because of my god's preference for raising undead, could negatively affect me, but I would be willing to risk it if it is what you and Ciprogod want. And I ask about the egg because I want you to think about, would it be better for this child of yours to have their mother in their life, or do you think that it is 987 years too little too late?
Well, I know for certain that the baby would be best with its mother. In nature, the dragon brood are raised by the mother for a while. The fathers are generally not too much into it. I was going to do my best, but us working together would probably at least be a little bit better than me. Well, it would be much better than me by myself.
I suspected you'd be for it. It's not really his choice, but I imagine it might be a good idea to tell Ciprogrod.
It wouldn't be a bad call. He's not as angry as he used to be, I think.
After everything that's happened to him, I think his anger has been directed more at a more deserving source.
Absolutely. I heard about the destruction he wrought down in that factory.
Yeah. I'll try to scry or call Ciprogrod.
And you do so. You see the image of the Fury Dragon. Every scale replaced by a gold mithril alloy. Yanked out, alloyed, and then shoved back in surgically. You hear within, booming through this cabin. Yes, who is this?
Tis I, Zavid, of the what do we call ourselves? Lux Et Umbra. I had to think about it. Who are we again? We are at the mountain that serves as the grave of Gwenestrasia. I have details that tracks here, as well as the rest of my group. And I have given an offer to you, as well as him, as well as their child, to bring Gwenestrasia back to life. it is not a guarantee that it will work, and the cost could be great on myself, but I'm willing to risk it, as what happened so long ago was a tragedy that has long needed to be rectified. But we've all thought it would only be right to let you know about this before we attempt it. And if you have an opinion on what we should do, we would like to take that into account.
Very little would bring me greater joy than to know that my evilest act was undone.
Hopefully, I'm sure she will have forgiven you, but hopefully you'll find it in yourself to forgive you as well. And with this, if it helps, we will do it.
So you have saved me twice, it seems.
Well, I'd rather save you than get on your bad side, if I'm being honest.
Wise. I have yet to find that cursed gnome, but when I do, all of my fury will be brought down upon her.
Which out of game, which gnome was that? What were they?
Her name was Dr. Garwinkle.
Fuck, God, Dr. Garwinkle. God damn. All right. I say we're going to get started. We will let you know the results.
Wonderful. Thank you for this gift.
I nod and hang up. And I look to you all and I'm like, let's get this started.
First off, hold on. We need to. This is the first time in 900 something years or so that Beat has seen his beloved. I think we should do, just a little sprucing up here and there. And like this whole fashion makeover in 2000s montage happens. And it's Reese going for his looks.
The America's Next Top Model pose.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I feel like Khan would be going through the wardrobe with things and be like, put this on, no this on. This one looks more fearsome.
It's all just different tones of brown.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a little montage that happens that makes him work.
You yassify him a little bit.
A little bit.
He's looking a little bit better.
Less Brenda.
I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I'd potentially ever be seeing Gwyneth Strauser again, and I've had some pretty wild dreams.
With the conjunction right now, the dreams are good.
Oh, that's what's going on?
Yeah, I woke up with wet socks. It was not great.
I woke up this morning and my beard was wet. I think it had beer in it. It's very strange you say that.
Very weird. Now let's raise this dragon.
Of course. Just right this way. And he after you have your tea, leads you outside. And across the short pier, looking out at the frozen lake, there is indeed the skeleton of a large dragon. When I first pulled her through the dragon gate, her body was still hot because she's a gold. She melted through this ice, and it was just a pool of water. But eventually she cooled and it froze over.
How solid is it?
It's pretty solid, but, I'm a silver dragon. I can control ice.
Oh, perfect. I don't have to do so many arrows then. Because Reese was gonna just start melting the ice with his flame arrows.
Well, let me at least have a little room to stretch out. And Beat, you see his head and neck elongate, his arms stretch out into large wings, and his legs become massive as he turns into his true form, that of a massive silver dragon.
Oh, yeah.
So what is this ritual? What exactly do all of us need to do there, Zavid?
Well, sorry, I'm looking at something right now, and I'm like realizing if I fuck up, there's something that could happen.
Don't worry, I have 2
That would be
hero
really
points.
bad, and I know Kaburi would be like trying to tip the scales to make this happen. So there's the ritual I'm going to attempt is called resurrection, or just resurrect. Okay, resurrect, 5th level ritual. It takes an entire day to cast, but I can shorten it a little bit. I am the primary caster using my religion skill, and then I need secondary checks, medicine, and society.
Okay.
The target has to be one dead creature of up to 10th level. Now she's past that, so this is where getting like a little extra power from Anyanka and like from Kaburi and like
Beat.
from Beat too. Like we need a little extra power to get this creature up. Heightened. Oh, here we go. We're heightening it, right? So what is her level? Do we know?
You'll have to heighten it to 10th.
Okay.
I hope
She's a
my
20th.
European
She's a
society
20th level creature.
It doesn't matter. So at 10th, it doesn't matter how long ago the target died. The ritual requires 16 secondary casters, each of whom must be at least half the target's level. The target can be up to 20th level, and the ritual's base cost is 1,000 gold pieces, which means diamonds worth a total value of 1,000 gold pieces times the target's level, which is
How
what
much
is she, 20?
worth? 20s, yeah.
So what's 20 times 1,000? 20,000
20,000.
gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Okay.
Basic. You've gotten that over time. More than that.
That's significant still.
still
And we're
significant,
using,
yeah.
and we have to pull from like a horde, I think, in order for this to work. Now, here's the thing. The reason I'm nervous is because there is another ritual that we're not trying, but it's called Ravenous Reanimation. It's a rare evil necromancy ritual. It's the same time to cast it. The cost, valuable treasures from the target dragon's hoard worth a total value of at least 50,000 gold pieces. Now, this is not that, but it could be close. And you destroy the gathered treasures using a breath weapon or other powerful magic, then invoke necromantic energies before you feed upon the charred and melted remains. As the dragon does so, negative energy courses through its flesh, automatically killing it. Each individual Ravener's Ravenous Reanimation requires 3 or 5 unique additional components. Whether or not you return as a Ravener depends on the success of the ritual. Basically, if this resurrection fails, there's a possibility Kaburi twists it and turns her into a Ravener.
I see.
A Ravener is an undead dragon that is very, very dangerous and bad. It's like a lich. It's like a Draco Lich, kind of.
Okay. Okay.
Except he would, for my hubris, would not turn her into a Ravener. Would turn her into a Ravener husk,
Oh.
which is worse. It's like a failed lich. So he would do that. He would make her into a Ravener husk. I don't say any of this because my anathema is giving up undead secrets, and I can't talk about this. This is all above table. This is my fear. If this ritual fails, bad shit is gonna happen.
Good thing I
Is
have
my
extras.
fear.
I got my
Yeah.
extra hero points. I got 2 stacked. up
Reese has a
for you.
bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Reese has a couple extra, and all of you have one for today as
Oh
well.
yeah, 3. We got 3.
And because Beat is an ancient silver dragon, he will count as your other the rest of the
He
secondaries.
counts as
you
many
do.
as secondary
many,
casters.
yes.
Yeah.
Also,
so
Reese
you've
has a
got-
plus 30 in society, so like for you to
Yeah.
have someone for a society check, Reese counts for at least 2 people.
Yeah, so you have enough of your, and then you've got Anyanka
Yeah.
here.
So basically, so here's the thing, right? Because it says here on Resurrect, critical failure, something goes horribly wrong. That's what would happen. I think Cabreri might bump it up to just regular failure. Something goes horribly wrong. I think that's what he would do. So whatever we do, we cannot fail this ritual. We have to succeed, no matter what. I will use guidance. Well, actually, you guys do your secondary checks first, maybe. That would be a good idea.
Give them guidance for their secondary checks.
Okay, each of you are going to get guidance on your check.
Oh, let me.
So plus ones for both of you.
Yeah.
That'd be a
since-
40.
Since Reese is doing society, I'm therefore doing medicine. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And then Anyanka can help as well. Skills. It's medicine or what was the other one? Society? There we go.
Is it
Okay.
26 a failure?
That's no
Yeah.
yeah, but
All right.
on-
I'm hero. I will hero point it.
Okay.
There we go. 41.
Significantly better. Okay, so Reese gives up
40. I forgot to add the +1.
got it, yeah. You were looking for a 37. So Reese, you regular succeed, Con, you regular succeed, so that is a +2 total. There's Zavid. Then you can
Plus
guidance
2.
yourself for another 1.
And then
Oh, wait, and,
my,
Did Anyanka, what did she get? She rolled a 36. No, she failed, so she doesn't help. But she doesn't critically fail, so she doesn't hurt.
that's fair. Let me just see something real quick.
And any bonuses or any cards you want to use. Throwing it out there, Eldritch, Khan and Reese both have their Lao Shu Po cards. They could use it and transfer the +10 to Zavid. I'd allow that.
Ooh.
I'm down for that.
Throwing it out there. Plus, I want to get the cards used anyway. That's what they're for.
Very true. Very true.
Mhm.
I would love to have this help.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
This is a
for
big
that.
one. This is a really, really bad one
So
for him to
plus
fail.
10?
If they do it. If they use
Yeah.
that card.
Go for it.
Which one of you is going to do it?
I'm trying to think of a person that I can sound like.
I love that card so much. And remember, if I fail to guess, you still get a +5. Because it's shitty if I fail.
Okay.
And it has to be an NPC.
Any character other than Reese and no one from the Ruby Phoenix thing, so no Bubblegum Sweet.
Oh no, don't worry about that.
So,
So
any
anybody but
character-
Reese.
Yeah, anyone but Reese.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
I just want to eat so much meat. It's very hard to resist. Like, I just saw a stack on the ground and there is a bone in. It's like a meat handle.
Well, that's clearly the person whose brain you have inhabited, Zavid. So
Yes,
go ahead and take
that
your 10
is.
on this, Zavid.
I didn't know we could do players.
I didn't say you couldn't, strictly speaking.
That's why I was like, anyone? They do a wicked.
You
I'm gonna
did
say-
character instead of NPC, maybe I
think
thought
I think I said
I
I
inferred
thought
it
it was
was-
NPC too.
yeah.
Say for the going forward. it's
I would have
NPC.
done cons like, oh, look at this, I will kill you with my knife, and then that would have been it. You would have got it immediately.
Fair enough.
Dang. All right. Okay. I
That's
want to
what,
ask.
3?
I want to ask for something, and I know that this sounds silly, but they're pulling out the stops to make this succeed. I want disadvantage. I think Cabreri would not want this to succeed the way I think he wants an undead, right? And I think he would give me disadvantage. It's because this is magic coming from him. So like, it's almost like his way of influencing this is making it more likely that I'm going to fail. But with their sort of stuff, it kind of counterbalances and keeps stakes sort of high.
Interesting.
I
like that.
I think that, and I will not use any hero points on this.
Okay.
So, do you are you all okay with these stakes? I think that it makes sense for the story.
All right.
Beat also aids you though, and he critted,
Okay.
so you can have an additional 2. So that's 2 from Con and Reese, 1 from
Plus
guidance.
17 is what I'm
2
getting.
17, yes.
Yeah, plus Reese's 10.
So you're looking for you're doing religion plus 17
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage, and your DC I believe is gonna be 45.
45.
45.
Make it 50.
No.
Dang. Nah.
Make it 50.
Okay. 50 at
Yeah.
disadvantage. That's
That's
all right.
hard.
Interesting.
All right.
That's-
Here's the first roll.
64.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding? Well, you've
Uh,
got room.
and
You've got room.
Second roll.
Plus 17. Oh,
Are you
Now you guys can use a hero point on
Yeah,
this, but I
You
freaking
won't.
guys can.
hero
I
point
refuse.
that? Yeah, you're gonna.
dang. A nat 2. So you need a 5 is what you need. Shit.
That's why I'm like, make it 50. Let's keep it
No,
interesting.
I see. You're right. Yeah. I didn't do the math. There it is.
All right.
Okay. 55 at disadvantage.
I wanted some. I'm like, with the plus 10 that you're
Mhm.
giving me, and the fact that I have
No, yeah,
ritualist dedication and all this, like all these pluses, I'm like, this is going to succeed no matter what. I want there to be a chance.
That makes sense.
It
That makes
could
sense.
fail.
sense.
Yeah.
I hadn't done the math in my head, so I didn't realize that you needed a 2 at 45.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
He
It's all
just
good.
sounds like a lot.
But yeah, and 50 is a psychologically satisfying DC, so you nail it. Describe what happens here, because you require the magical energy of everyone here.
I have never done this before. Zavid is not. All he's ever done is really. I don't think he's ever done like even revivify. I mean, we've never needed it, to be fair, but this feels different. He's using divine magic in a way he's never gotten to use it before, where you beseech another god, Pharasma, to release a soul that has long been claimed for almost a millennia, to return it to this body, a body that has been long decomposed, is nothing but a skeleton. Even though this is 10th level, you don't even need a body at this point. He's feeling for the first time what it's like to heal instead of harm. Positive energy is coming to him through this ritual, something he's never felt before. Not in this way. He is incapable of channeling this, but because all clerics have access to raise dead and resurrect, because Pharasma's true neutral and will allow anyone to use this if they can, pay the price for it, right? He's feeling this strange, like, an understanding dawns on him. This is what it must feel like for Serenade clerics, and for like clerics who use positive energy like all the time. This warmth, this fullness, not this dark emptiness, this cold, indifferent shade that extends from him, but a warmth, a light coming from him that calms him, that makes him understand. He feels Cabreri trying to tug at the corners of his mind, make him twitch, make him fuck up somehow. And there's fear there. He's playing off his fear, trying to get him, it's like having someone there being like, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up.
Don't
Yeah,
fuck up.
jackass. Like Happy Gilmore,
Swing
that
better.
guy. Yeah. Swing, better, swing. And despite all of that, Cabreri can't stop what's going on. Cabreri must be feeling his own magic being used in a way sort of against his will to repurpose to lift the skeleton, light glowing around it, the runes of this sort of circle over the ice then sort of melting away from just the warmth as it gently lifts up into the air, and the creature begins to glow, like almost as if the bones themselves are a light source, so bright it's blinding. It's not gross, it's not like you see regenerate like all like the sinew and stuff like that. No, it's almost like it materializes the form over this skeleton like a refresh button has been clicked, and it's reloading this dragon the way that she was before. Very similar to when a Pokemon evolves and it's dun 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 and it turns white, and then a fully formed dragon gently touching down on the water, almost as if Water Walk came with it. And at the end of this, Zavid is completely exhausted and collapses unconscious.
And what you see before you is the magnificent, awe-inspiring dragon. Gold, shimmering in the sky, even in the fog. She's brilliant. And she looks around, shakes her head, and she says, "Where am I? What is this place? It tells the tracks." And you can see ice forming on Beat's eyes. Large shards of icicles fall from his face and shatter on the ground. Anyone near him actually has to duck out of the way to not have these fall on you. He says, "My beloved, you're finally here. We brought you back. You're finally back." "Oh, where did I go? Everything seems a little fuzzy. Who are these small ones?" These are my friends. I've made some good friends since you've been gone. This is Colin the Bloody. This is Reese, Guilt Leaf, and that's Anyanka, new friend over there. And well, most importantly, here's Zavid. And he
face down in the snow.
He picks you up and holds you in his massive claws. Are you passed out?
Yeah, the strain of this magic has completely knocked me out.
Mm-hmm. I think he's a little bit tuckered out. That was quite a bit of magic that he did there. And he sets you back down on the ice and he says, "Let's see what I can do." And he goes to heal you, and nothing happens. Oh, no, that's a little strange. I thought I at least had a single heel left, but Colin, do you think you can do something about him to, make sure he's a little bit warm out of the snow?
Yeah, I'll get to the house. And she'll kind of like pick up your torso and kind of drag your legs. Your legs dragging in the snow all the way into the house.
Anyanka will help you as well. But as you're dragging him away, you see the two dragons. The two dragons outside. They slowly shrink and begin to morph as they're talking. And once again, Beat, the dwarf, is standing there. And Gwen, when she reduces in size, a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed elf stands where once the dragon stood. And not far behind you, the two will go into the house. Let's see, these two. There we go. I cannot thank all of you enough for what you've done. I've spent a millennia waiting for this day.
Thank you. I did not realize I was gone. What? I'll have Beat fill me in on the details later, but I was somewhere and you've brought me back? What is going on here?
And she's kind of looking to any of the three of you for answers.
Well,
She like looks to Beat, almost asking for permission to say that she was dead.
yeah.
Well, we got in a fight well, not you and I, but do you remember Cyprigrod?
Oh yeah, I didn't like him. He was always chasing me around and always harassing my greenie babies out in the fields. What of him?
Well, he and I got in a fight over you, and in the crossfire, you sort of died.
Is that so? Fascinating. I didn't think Sibrigrod would be the one to put me in. I always thought it would be some black drake or some blue drake.
Well, he got the better of both of us. I was rather injured myself, but see Zavid over there. He's one of the most powerful magicians I've ever seen. He brought you back. You've been dead 1,000 years, Gwen, and he brought you back.
1,000?
And at that, she kind of flops into this chair here.
1,000 years, you say?
Yes. I mean, look how grey my beard is. You recall how I used to look? Red of hair, red of beard. That's time ages us all, I suppose.
That it does.
About this point, Zavid, you'd be waking. You're kind of coming back to consciousness. But you're over... Whoop, sorry, do that all the time. You would be over here on this bed.
Yeah, I think Khan has just been like filling up warm water bottles to keep you warm.
And it does eventually bring him to.
Oh, I feel like I got hit by a truck. You know, which is just a big wagon with like lots of horses in this world. Oh.
This fact that we all
18.
know.
This fact that
18
everyone
trucks.
knows, yes.
Yes, that is a common fact.
Let me rewind that because it's stupid. I feel like I got hit by an elephant.
Oh, well, I guess magically you kind of did.
Yeah.
Pulled down some
Did it
really
work?
powerful
Is she
magics.
back?
She is.
You
yeah,
take
she's
a look
fine.
for yourself.
I like look over.
And you see one of the most stunningly beautiful elf women you've ever seen in your life. She radiates light and from her golden hair.
You look pretty alive to me.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done. Things are starting to come back, but it's still a bit fuzzy.
You should go see. Excuse me.
It's from the cold.
You should. Yeah. You should go to.
I look to Beat. He tells the tracks and be like, "Well, Beat,
Have you shown her?
I haven't yet. As soon
She
as
should, she should see that before we talk.
she should. Gwen, your egg. I've kept it cold this whole time. It's all the time you've been gone. And, well, this group of people right here, they managed to find an incubator large enough. Our egg is out in Belkson. It's being guarded and watched. Shouldn't be too long before it hatches. And you see her just smile, and it's the most radiant smile you've ever seen on any creature.
Truly. Our egg. I would love to see it, but I must admit I am a bit weak. Perhaps tomorrow.
Yes, of course. Anything you'd like, darling. Zavid, once again, I can't tell you how thankful I am. If there's anything we can do for you, for any of you, please just ask. He tells the tracks is here for you always.
Well, when the time comes, we could use some mighty dragon help to help kick Verovaga's butt. If you'd like to join.
I'll be there. I'll bring Sipragod. I'll bring Gwen. There'll be a terror from the skies for you. We'll rain hell down upon Rovagug and his allies. Whatever you need.
Good.
God, fire, ice, and acid just straight across the battlefield.
You now have 3 extraordinarily powerful dragons as, like,
And an
allies.
undead dragon.
As besties.
As, like, besties. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not undead dragon. Sea serpent.
Mhm.
And a
Yes,
giant
this
fucking
is-
turtle.
Yeah. Yep.
This is like the ultimate like monster movie, Godzilla style, like
yes,
the new one,
I've been
like the new one. Oh my god, like the new one.
Oh, the new one coming out next month is going to be so
I'm
ridiculous.
so
and
excited.
Awesome. So awesome for
Tiny
Godzilla Kong.
Kong.
Yeah, little Shimo. Or that's not Shimo. Suko.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I could talk about Godzilla all day.
I know, that's why
So-
I'm like, we gotta move on.
Yeah, gotta move on. So, after a while, Beat is kind of looking over the new pamphlets that you've been giving out to everyone in Fogton, and he says that, it is odd that there's been dream things coming in the new alignments. Because I've been having a strange dream. At least last night it was rather strange and unpleasant. I don't dream too often in my advanced age, so it rather stuck out. I dreamed that Stone Rotgut, that lovely bartender down in Fogton, was being chased, but what I couldn't rightly tell. It was dark wherever she was. All I could see was a rising tide of tiny waves crashing into her and each other. Tried to help her, but the waves kept splashing my face and getting in my mouth. I woke up panicked and choking. And like I said, I woke up with my beard all covered in beer. It was very strange. What do you make of that?
Where did this happen in your dream?
Oh, let me see. Did I say? Yeah, it was down at the Brood Awakening. If Stone Rotgut was there, it was probably there. She's the bartender.
That portends that something is going to happen. Some sort of property damage, I imagine.
I mean,
Perhaps
when I spoke to Rockgut, he was having dreams and has been for days about making his new caffeinated alcohol recipe a success.
I want to try it. So badly.
In your state, it might kill you, actually.
Don't give me more incentive. I get up, my legs a little shaky.
You almost fall. Your legs almost buckle under you as you realize you have no spell slots. You are spent. Khan, you also are spent. Anyanka is also spent. For all of you to kind of Goku Spirit Bomb together a single 10th level spell, it took everything you had. None of you have a single spell that isn't a cantrip until you rest.
Ugh.
Can we make it down the mountain in our condition?
I've got a way that you can pay us back, Gwen.
What's that?
Your lovely husband, your Beat, has had a prophetic dream about disaster in Fogton. Some sort of flood or something happening in the Brood Awakening, their sort of Star
no.
Tavern.
That's no good. How
If
can I aid?
if you two could go check up on the situation and help anyone who is in need down there, we would consider that a favor repaid. As for the Rovagug fight, Rovagug threatens not only your existence, but that of your child. I know that asking is completely unnecessary, and that you will fight for survival, and we will fight alongside you.
Of course.
But just for now, if you could help out Fogton and make sure they're okay while we recuperate, that would be very helpful.
If you would like, I could also fly you down the mountain.
If I don't die on the way, yeah, let's do it.
Wonderful.
She leads you outside, and I have just one more fun art of Gwen. And she transforms once again into the mighty gold dragon form at the top of the snowy mountain peak.
Aw,
I just like that. It was fun.
love that
So,
art.
Yeah.
So back down, whoosh, you take off like a shot from the top of the mountain. It takes no time at all to get down to the base, down into the valley below, bringing you into the main town of Fogton, which now I need to get some people back onto the map because I took them off earlier. Sorry. Then got to put all of you onto the map as well. Then share. There we go. So, without much fuss, you're able to get back there upon Dragon back, and she lands hard in front of the tavern. Pop's eyes almost pop out of his head, and he says, No pets inside. And he steps aside.
Has anything been destroyed?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, Gurkha's record, she got beat yesterday, but other than that, I don't think nothing's going on.
I'm gonna like reach for his elbows and shake them. Like, have you had any prophetic dreams?
No. I slept fine last night. Haven't had any weird dreams. My brother keeps talking about them.
That means you're safe.
I'm going to start going inside, but because of my lack of strength, I'm going to be crawling and using nimble crawl.
You can, because of nimble crawl, you can crawl at your normal speed.
I start scuttling up the stairs. People sitting at the table are like, ugh! Freaking out. It's this like man is like scuttling around the ground.
So you're going upstairs then, Zavid?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the upstairs.
What are okay. So what are Khan and Reese doing then?
Reese is gonna just take a seat by Gurkha, just go, miracle of life happened again. And he just like,
Oh, Mazel tov, I guess.
oh. But hey, good thing is, get another dragon friend.
Oh, yeah, you and dragons. I just don't understand how you're able to make so many friends with them. It's wild.
I don't know, something about Dragon D's nuts is just very, very important to me.
Clearly.
Smash cut to Khan. What are you doing?
What is Khan doing? I think Khan is like feverishly like doing a safety inspection. Like she's about 5 minutes from being caffeine depleted and hungover at the same time. The consequence of drinking the accursed brew. So she's just trying to make sure the premises are safe.
Okay, give me a crafting or perception in the tower. Your choice. Probably crafting, huh?
Yeah.
Because you're way better at that.
She
than
gets
most
out her
anything.
little clipboard. She starts taking notes.
Making sure everything's up to code.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everything looks pretty solid. This place was well built. It's clearly built by orcs and dwarves. So, you know, it's a solid foundation, solid stonework, solid woodwork. Let's see, you wrote those crafting. Yeah, nothing seems too out of order with the building itself or the furniture, anything like that.
We're looking for stone, right?
She's the bartender, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I guess I could scurry over her direction. Like, just deranged hair, like, puffed up, you know, pinpoint eyes. Just like, have
There.
Have you had any dreams about being swept away in a flood?
Well, no, I can't say I have.
You don't know what will come to pass.
I know my son said he's been having weird dreams lately.
She's been kind of backing up, and she says,
You know what? I think maybe you need a cold water there, Con. What you say?
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
she gets you a mug of water and does the Fogton freeze to it and gives it to you.
Okay, that's nice. That's refreshing.
Okay, good.
Okay. I don't know, is the room spinning at all?
I don't think so.
I did a safety check, you know, on the whole building, and it wasn't spinning like now, but the shell is. I'm going to have to deduct points for your safety score, and Con passes out.
She does. Yes, you do so. I can even put you sideways.
Perfect.
To Zavid, what are you doing?
I'm checking upstairs.
Okay, I actually have an upstairs, but there's still going to be tokens on it, so that's fine.
No
They're
worries.
just sitting at those tables.
I kind of just run over. I'm looking for anyone with an alchemy set, looking like a weird barrel, looking suspicious, or somebody who's just like, all right, the final drop of my experiment. Oh no! You know, like I'm just literally anything out of the ordinary.
Perception in the tower, please.
Okay.
Okay, nothing looks too out of the ordinary up here.
Okay.
Just a couple of people drinking more quietly. This is the less raucous area. Downstairs is more for like the drinking, party, and dancing. This is more for just when you want to have a drink, have a bite to eat, and go to bed. Couple of dwarves, couple of orcs.
I burst into the kitchen. Anything in the kitchen?
Just the cook making some meats for people. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing with liquids and stuff.
Nope. Smoking a ham.
I linger for just a moment to smell that ham, and then I run down the stairs.
Okay.
I want to get to the basement behind the bar. I like squeeze around you guys. I like
Sorry,
go right
Cons.
over Con's unconscious body. I'm like, what the hell? And then I kind of get into the back here to get to the basement to check.
I had never noticed that before. Wow. Cool. So I don't have a map for that because I'd never realized there was a stairway there before. But yeah, it's just the dry storage and the liquor storage in large barrels. And give me another perception check in the tower.
There's a man in a hood. You! How did you know?
You see that one of the huge barrels of beer is shaking.
Okay. Let me. I have no spells. Shit. I'm going to.
Almost like I planned that.
I yell. I get to the top of the stairs and I yell out, "There's something down here! A barrel that's shaking. It's gonna blow! Evacuate everyone now!"
Ah! And there's panic.
Evacuate! Don't help anyone. Just get yourself out of here. Trample anyone in your way. No, I don't do that.
But people do start to file out quickly if that is what if you're trying to get people out. Yes.
Yes, I'm trying to get people out, and Stone probably like goes, "What the hell is going on?" And I'll just be like,
going on?
"Something in the basement's gonna blow, and it's going to cause some property damage, and maybe put you and your clientele at risk. We are going to try to deal with it, but we need you guys to get out of here to a safe place. Everyone upstairs too needs to get out of here."
Oh, well, all right, everybody out. You heard them. Lux Et Umbra is to be trusted. They're good people. Oh, all right, get out. Everyone's
As people are coming out, I'm gonna yell to Reese like, "Khan's unconscious. Help her out, and maybe can you call the dragons in here? We might need their strength here."
So he goes over to Khan's, just, be like, "Come on, Khan, come on," and takes a bit of like the just regular cheese that he has in his pocket. Swings it over her nose. "Come on, this good stuff. That's food. Come on."
Whiskers are twitching.
Hey. Yeah, so there's something shaking and about to explode in the basement. Can you go get the dragons?
Yeah. And
And he
It's just
tosses
like
the
Zavita
cheese over
done.
to her as a snack. It's just like, there you go.
Yeah, she just crawls along the floor, full on scurrying.
You're crawling behind. He's just going down the stairs. He's getting to he goes back to like the shaking barrel. Now, how does it look as it's shaking? Does it look like there's somebody inside that's like trying to get out, or it's constantly like
constantly vibrating? It does not look like there's a person knocking on it.
I get into you just like point blank blast radius range, and I put my head right up to the barrel to see if I can hear anything from inside.
Give me a perception check.
All right, will do.
And again, I don't have a map for the basement because I just now realized. Oh my God! You rolled a nat 20. Look, it's 44. Look at that.
Okay.
So, you put your ear up against it. You quiet everyone down, and you hear bubbling. Really violent, powerful bubbling coming from inside of the barrel.
I slowly back away, like without even any sort of contact, like no push or anything. I just remove myself and I go, "The pressure in this thing is going to blow, and we better not be in the blast radius."
Got it.
When Beat or Gwen get in here, I'm gonna tell them, what I know and be like, if you can remove it from here and let it blast somewhere else, that would be great, so that everyone can just come back in and enjoy their meals.
Oh, wait. I have an idea. Reese can telekinetic projectile it outside.
It's way
I
too
mean,
big for
too
that.
big?
I was
Okay.
gonna say I could do that too. Wait a
You
minute,
have
how
to
big
s-
is it? How big is it?
It's a huge barrel, like 6-7 feet across.
Oh.
Huge.
That is huge.
Let me see something.
Yeah, I guess in the meantime, Con is scurrying outside looking for the dragons, if they've stuck around at all.
They have. They are back in their humanoid form, so they're
Mhm.
as Beat and Gwen. Hey, Colin,
yeah.
what can I do for you?
Con finally, stands up again. In the basement, something's going to explode. We need help getting it out of there.
Oh, that's not good.
Dreams, beat the dreams.
The dreams. Oh, the flooding. Yes, Gwen, we need to get in there, see what we can do. Hurry. And so they dash in, and a few moments later, you see them both hauling this big keg between them, like preternatural, weirdly strong. They shouldn't be this strong, but they're dragons. If there was an elf and a dwarf, there's no way they'd be able to haul this thing. And you can see it's shaking violently as they're hauling it, and they're trying quickly to get through here, but it's
As they
really
are, I guidance each of them.
smart guidance. So I'm going to change maps. So go ahead and close that for a minute. I'm going to put you guys on the Fogton map because this is fun. Let's see, make sure that's unlocked. It is. So did I share that with you?
I don't see anything.
Nope, nothing.
Okay. How about there?
Yes.
Great. So you're up there at the Brood Awakening. And the dragons, let's see, have taken the large barrel, and they have transformed now into their dragon form, and are hauling them high up into the sky. And they drop, and as they get it up into the sky, it finally, and this rain of beer comes down the center of the town. It splashes, and give me perception checks in the tower.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's not just beer, it's ale.
It's an
That's
L
true.
storm, if you
That's
It's
it.
an
will.
Actually,
IPA. Everybody's fucked.
No, Zavit, the first thing you said, that's not just beer, it's ale. That is correct. It is
An L storm.
Fogton Ale. And what you see in front of you are 20
Ale elementals.
elementals.
Oh
Elementals?
no! Elementals.
Oh boy.
In the town square, there are 20 tiny
Oh, that's
little
cool.
elementals
That's
made out
actually-
of beer.
Oh my
And
god!
they are rampaging, causing mischief, snuffing out candles, breaking windows, and y'all have to deal with them. Please roll initiative. With no spell
Okay.
slots.
Good thing I don't rely
Yeah,
on
you don't need
mine.
them. True.
Sounds about right.
What? I gotta the fucking invite. Okay.
All right. Wow, Reese is pretty high up there. So the
He's
first
feeling
thing you
it.
see is the very first. Did I make them visible? Can you see them
No,
on the map in the
We
center?
can't see him at all.
How about there? There's
Nope.
in like the center of the town, just south of you.
Oh
they're
yes,
tiny,
yes. Okay.
Tiny little shits.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So
Oh, there.
yeah, they're tiny little shits. So the first thing you see is one of them running to a house and starts beating on the windows. And that'll bring it to Reese. You had a high initiative.
Yeah, I did. So, as Reese makes his way over to the center of the town, he can hear them kind of scuttling about, but he's just like, I do not have time for this. And he just, like, obviously he's got his gold, on his lashes, and, eyelids, and he does his wall crumping.
Wonderful.
And then what he's going to do is take one of his earth arrows and do elemental assault on them with
Hell yeah.
his hits.
So elemental assault is a buff. Actions. Oh, you have so many things. Let's see. Elemental assault.
Yep.
So we hit that, and then you. Which one are you taking? Electricity,
I'm
bludgeoning,
doing the
fire, or
earth
cold.
one.
So bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, yeah.
Cool. There you go. I gave you that buff. So go ahead and roll your attack on. You can attack these. These are attackable.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
I have to zoom in for that because they are so tiny.
Yeah, they're so small. I'm sorry, I didn't realize they would be this small. They are tiny though. They're like, they're about this big, the size of a large stein of beer. Critical hit.
Critical hit. Yeah.
That was a high roll.
So do
you
I
sink.
shift?
No, it'll do it automatically. So yeah, you sink in this earth arrow into this elemental. Ooh, that's a lot of dice. Good lord, 66 damage. And I think that bloodies it. You hurt it quite a bit. I
And
think
he
you have
goes
one
for
action.
another.
Oh yeah, you have another. No regular hit. All right.
That's
With
fine
another,
with me.
Yeah, with another earth arrow, 42. Still pretty good. 27 damage. This thing is already falling apart. It's the beer is getting sloughed off with every one of these arrows.
Cool.
You ran in, you used elemental assault, and then you walked. I think that's probably it.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. So these elementals, several of them go in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, they just kind of, well, firstly, they just scuttle off and they're making mass mischief, running up the sides of walls. The next one then runs over to this lamp post, scuttles up it, and snuffs out the lamp within the light within the lamp. This one starts running down and starts scratching on a door. This one, again, climbs up this pole and snuffs out the lamp post. Anyanka, what is she gonna do? She can probably do some blasty stuff. Are we trying to stop these things? What are we doing with them?
Stop him.
All right, I'll see what I can do. She
If you have
runs around.
AoE attacks, that'd be great.
Runs around the corner of this house and can't cast that because it's 3 actions. What about this? There we go. And she's going to cast in a line of 120 feet. That's great.
Good.
Frigid Flurry. So she can catch a whole
Doesn't
bunch
she
of
not
these.
have spell slots?
Oh, she doesn't have spell slots. You're so right. You're so right. I did that on purpose to handicap everyone. That's so right. Thank you for reminding me. Take a hero point for keeping me honest.
Haha.
But she does have this and this. Okay, she's gonna cast Ray of Frost, so she can only hit 1, but that's better than nothing. So target that one. Ray of Frost, attack. Pew pew! Ooh, she crits. Very wonderful. So not only does she hit, she lowers its speed by 10 feet. That's great. Doing 49 damage. It's the end of Anyanka's turn. Again, more of these things just... Now they're starting to notice, and this one starts to run towards Anyanka, and it's going to wave attack her with its beer. Miss. And has... nothing else it can do. Great. This one then, it is much closer, so it's going to firstly use the drench ability and turn off drench all of the candles within its 20 feet of itself. Then it's going to attack Anyanka once more. Ooh, not 1. That's bad. Then it goes into Khan. What do you do? These little mischief-making elementals are running around, breaking things, and trying to attack Anyanka, but not really doing much.
Yeah. She's gonna scramble over, try to support Anyanka. I think that... Can I tumble through these little guys to make them flat-footed?
Sure. Give me an acrobatics check. Like that's against their reflex DC, I think, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking for a 34. Can you assurance a 34?
I absolutely can assurance at 34.
Nice. So you can assurance your way through. Is it just one or several?
I mean, it's intended to only be used against one
Mm.
creature when you like
Mhm.
pass through their space.
Right. Okay. So sure. Let me give it off balance, off footed, off guard. Off guard. That's what it's called. Had to change it because of all the changes to the orc. So let's see. It's the one that is the -10 speed. So it's the one to your top right, which is
Yes.
Elemental 11.
And I'm targeting it. And I used 2 move actions, so I'm only going to make 1 attack.
Okay. But it is off guard, so you will get sneak attack unless it's immune, which I can't remember. Okay, it is not immune to precision, so it should take sneak attack if you hit it, which you do. 40. Bah! Slice, slice, slice. Some DiMaggio. 27. This thing's looking real hurt. It's almost fallen apart there. That's the end of Khan's turn. More elementals. This one runs over to Reese, seeing that y'all are kind of being a threat. And it's going to wave attack you, Reese. Natural 1 again. Love it.
Cute. It splashes
Elementals
its little.
It's like Magikarp. They're casting Splash. This was going to run up to Khan, melee splash you again. You have to remember, these things were meant to attack civilians. They're attacking y'all. This would have been a lot worse if it had happened to all the civilians. You guys can tank a bunch of these hits. The patrons of the Brood Awakening
Not so
can't.
much.
Con, you take 9 bludgeoning damage as this elemental hits you with its ale fist.
Ah, it's in my eyes!
Yes. This one is going to run off a bit and start aiding this one in its mischief, starting to break windows. Zavid, that brings it to you.
Oh my god, things just switched over to jazz. That's hilarious, but that is not fitting.
That's so
Oh my
funny.
god.
I saunter over to the jazz. I'm not going to saunter because that would use an action. I don't want to use any more
Yeah,
actions than I
don't
need
do
to.
that, please.
I pull out
have more fitting music now.
My scroll of unseasonable squall.
You've had this for so long.
I've had this for so long. And I'm going to use 2 actions to cast Unseasonable Squall. Do I do it at my spell save DC?
Sure. That would be lame if
Awesome.
it didn't. You've had it for so long. I'm going to let it be at your DC.
So they need to make it's a 20-foot burst of area, which
I can get.
I would like to get us. Yeah. No. Well. I mean, that's.
That's
thank
20
you.
feet.
Oh yeah. Everybody is gonna get to have to make a save here.
That's
it is a.
all but 4 of them.
Let's see. What kind of save is this? Fortitude saving throw. DC. I think 30 something. I don't remember.
Good God. Okay. So
What is my DC? I should just
Here-
tell me.
it's 36 or something, I think. I'm gonna make all of these your target. This is gonna take me just a moment. So, this is so cool.
Now,
though.
if they critically fail, they are going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage, be knocked prone, and get pushed 30 feet away from the center of the burst. So it's going to spread them out, but it would hurt a lot of them. Hopefully, killing a few, which would be good.
What is the save again? The DC
It's a
and
fortitude.
the type fortitude.
I don't know my DC. I think it's 30.
Your DC is
maybe you said
37.
37. Sweet.
37.
Better.
And I'll find one of. I'm sure you. And sorry, you said it was fortitude again.
Fortitude. Yes.
Let's see, what do you have that is fortitude? Spirit Blast? Is that? Yes, there we go. I'm going to make them take a fortitude save from you. I've had them all targeted. Here we go. Good lord.
Oh my god.
Any crit fails?
There is a single save, failure, success, success, critical success, success, failure, 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 success, fail.
10 or more is a crit fail, right?
Yeah, 10 or more.
Or so there's a couple 27s. Wouldn't that be a crit fail?
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. One. Looks like one critically failed. No, 2. Oh, 3.
So, 3. Yeah,
Three
I'm
of them.
looking. It seems like 3 of them. 3 of them are going to get knocked back 30 feet.
I'll
Knocked
just let
prone.
you pick which ones, because it's hard to find them.
Yeah, I guess. Let's say the ones on the roof here.
Mhm.
These 2.
Yep.
And the other, this guy, elemental 9. We'll say.
Alright, so blast.
They get knocked back. They take 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and since they're on the roofs, do you want to add another?
Yeah, I'll add some
damage?
gravity. How much? 2d6?
2d6 bludgeoning to them. Everybody else who
5.
failed are just going to be knocked prone.
Cool. I'll just make it 5. 18 damage. Awesome. So actually, 2 of them no, they just take the damage. So that's 18. So let's go. Which one is that? Oh, there's so many of these. Number 4. Well, I'm just gonna give 3 of them 18 damage because it's really hard to find where they're at. So at this point, there's a whole bunch of them before the end of the round, and these things are going to start dogpiling all of you. They're jumping onto Khan, jumping onto Anyanka, jumping onto Reese, just splashing you with beer. The smell of hops is nearly overpowering. Let's see, grab all of these.
Oh, I don't know if it matters, but anything that is of 1 bulk or less is going to be like moved around as this
That's funny.
wind
Okay.
kind of kicks up.
Great.
I don't know if that does anything.
Then that brings it to the end of the turn, top of the round, which is Reese. I'm gonna let because all of the elementals have gone, so the one that's at the first initiative has already gone. So Reese, what do you do at this point? They are all kind of gathering like on you and Khan and on Yanka, and some of them are going over to Zavid, but they're congregating into one area, and there's a lot of beer splashing around.
I'm gonna do something you probably expect at least one of us to do. There's one that's like on me, right? Or trying to like really close.
Yeah.
So he takes it in his hand and he starts drinking.
Great. Give me a fortitude save.
Fantasy Grounds crashed for me.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'll be back soon.
Okay.
I was thinking about what it would be like to like take one of these little guys. Like I see him like holding his arm out and just eat the arm and drink it.
I was hoping someone would do it.
Okay, so
Stick a straw into it
Oh,
and just
God.
slurp.
Yeah.
The way to win is to get really drunk. This is how we do
Great,
it.
guys.
Yeah, you did great there on that. 46 on your
19.
fortitude save. You take out Elemental 2 by drinking it.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
I need to find it on the combat tracker.
All right. Well, now that I know that,
Reese just goes, guys, you can drink them.
And they're
I was
pretty
about
good.
to listen. I was about to start like I'm gonna kick on these hellfire boots and make a trail of like fire, and I'm like, oh, that could burn down the village. But I gotta kill these things. And then I see like you drinking it. I'm like, oh yeah.
So you still have 2 actions. You could be using a
Oh,
wog.
wow.
You could have
Oh, I'm
4 actions.
absolutely gonna be wogging for this and I'm gonna use my actions again and just like
Okay.
the next one to me. I think Elemental 12 is right on me for.
Fortitude save -1.
Yep. We're gonna.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds is chugging along, so it might be frozen. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
It has to.
Go!
42. Yeah, let's go. So you're taking out number 6. Yes, you pick it up and you drink the elemental. And again, it's delicious. Some of the best beer you've ever had, but it is now gone. That's only 1 action.
And then I'm gonna take out Elemental 12 because he was hiding on me.
Fortitude save -2.
-2. Let's go.
Keep track of your individual numbers, please. Your individual minuses. There's 20 of these things.
19.
Oh, 44. So you take out Elemental 12. Reese is just sucking these things down like a frat bro.
Yep.
Let's see, where is number 12?
Right behind
And
him.
you have 1 action left. I'm looking at the combat tracker. There it is.
Oh, okay. And then I'll look at Elemental 5 and just go, there's not much of you left, but I'll still take you.
Fortitude save -3, please.
19 again.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, can
43.
I play some music? Could you pause whatever your music is for just a moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you ready for this?
Of
As
course.
you're like,
Can you send
Tell me
me
when
the
you're
link
ready.
so stream can hear it?
oh, stream will hear it through my mic. Don't worry.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you ready? As you're slamming these down,
Yes.
the party is just about to begin. If it's,
Yes.
do you want me to adjust the volume on this? Is this good volume?
No, I like it. Maybe a
Okay,
little
okay,
bit
cool.
down.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
down.
definitely down now.
There we go. Take it down. All right.
Wonderful. So, Reese, that is the end of your turn, and you're officially hammered now. So, these things, a group of them, Zavid, dive at you. These ones.
Oh God.
And
No.
they start splashing up on you.
Listen, I belong to the Toon Squad. You can't take me down.
That's right. Anyanka says, "Well, I suppose when in Fogton, those the Fogtonians." He also begins to drink the elementals, so she needs to make a regular fort. Oh, she's a gelatin. She has bonuses to poison.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And she doesn't even need to use her mouth. She could just use her hand
Absorb
and
it.
absorb it. Yeah.
So she has, what is it? +1 to saving throws for poison. So that would have been a 30. So that's actually pretty bad. So,
Oh, I'm still not used to drinking in this body, but I'll try again.
and then she
Do
can
it, do it,
pound down
do
another
it.
one. But this is at his +0 because of her 35. That'll do.
Oh, there we go. Got my drinking legs back.
And she'll chug down one more. Oh, this is at a -1 though. Nat 1. So she chicks down a third one, and on Yonka, I'm gonna give her blind effect. That's blinded on Yonka. Then I'll take out 3 of these elementals. Which, so, one of them is going to eyes up near Zavid. You get attacked by a wave of beer splashing you in the face. Ooh, that
Oh, no.
might. It's frozen.
Oh no.
The die is literally frozen on my screen. That's so funny. Oh, there it goes. It's a 39. Okay, so ignore the second one. It only attacks you once. You take 11 damage as you get splashed in the face. Khan, you're up.
Could you reshare the map with me, pretty
Oh,
please?
yes, absolutely. Sorry. There you go.
Awesome. All right. Following the example, Con produces a straw from her alchemy pack. And, I'm gonna go after Elemental 17.
Great.
So Fortitude.
Yes, a fortitude save. No bonuses or anything. On the first one.
39.
39, that passes. You're looking for 35s is basically it. So the first one goes down without a hitch. It's delicious.
Yeah. And
Good
then
old
I'll-
Fogton Ale.
Good old Vodka Nail. I'll go after 14 next.
Right? Wait, what was the first one? Sorry?
Oh, the first one was 17.
17. Okay, you drink the second one, but you fail. You are getting a little. Ooh, that's a little bit strong there. And then if you go again, you'll be at a -2.
Then I will go again.
Oh no, a -3 because you failed that
Oh,
second.
minus
that second, -3. So 17, and then what was the second one you drank?
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go after 18.
Okay. There's 14. All right. Saving throw. Ooh, another failure. So
Another
Khan, you
failure.
are also now blinded with your because of how drunk you're quickly getting.
Okay, hold on. Let me change the music here.
Awesome. Ooh, it's a little loud.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can try to turn that one down. How's
Yes,
that?
please.
Better?
Still more. That one's a bit. There we go. That's much better.
Okay.
So another one gets to go. This one is splashing on Yanka in the face with beer, just trying to get her away. Oh, maybe a 14? That'll hit, yes. dealing a little bit of damage and pushing her back 10 feet so she smashes into the wall behind, bringing it to Zavid.
All right, I'm gonna pound down these brewskis. Let's go.
Which one are you going for first?
One closest to me.
8? Okay.
Yeah. So I'll, like move over there.
Alright,
and then-
fortitude save, no bonus or minus. Okay, 38, that's good. So, 8. Alright, second one, fortitude -1.
Okay, -1. Just mentally apply
Okay,
that.
so a 38,
again.
again, it's a pass. That's elemental number 13. Okay. -2 on this one.
Yes.
So 39, so that one is good. That's number 7. So yeah, you're good. You take no minuses at this point.
I let out an incredible burp, and then I don't know. This isn't 5e. I don't think I can move anymore after this.
That is correct.
I kind of bent the rules a little
No,
bit by moving to each of them a little bit.
I've been sort of bending the rules in this fight anyway. It's fine. So that brings it to the elementals, and they're realizing that this is looking bad for them. So all of the remaining elementals run. Well,
into each other.
yes, they swarm into the center of the town, and all of them kind of Voltron together
Don't
into
forget
a
9 in the
massive
corner.
scout elemental.
We need to all pull out a big straw and go at it together.
So, when it, I need to get rid of all these other little elementals here because they are no longer here. All of them have Voltroned together into the massive.
I hovered over the goddamn name of this thing.
How much do you
Oh my
damage?
god, shut up. Plug the wiser.
And when he appears, this massive elemental made out of beer looks to each of you and says,
Hello? Where am me? What is this place?
"What do you do?" That brings it to top of the round. Reese,
He's
what do you
green,
do?
So he's not trying to harm us?
Well,
Or
he
no,
should
he's healthy,
be-
he's healthy,
No,
sorry.
he should be. Sorry, he should be yellow right at the moment. There.
Okay, thank you. So Reese just kinda like saunters over, is just like, buddy, you just gave us the best day ever.
What? Best day?
Yeah.
Not know what you talk.
Your
You-
sustenance gave us a beautiful day. Thank you.
You strange creature.
Yes, and my good man, would you like to join the party?
Oh, me love party. Bartholomew is a great party animal.
Love that.
Fucking
Let's
hell.
let's have you join the whole town with us. No, you're good, right, man?
Who is all of you? Me.
Oh man, a bunch of friends. We're gonna party. We're gonna have a great time, man. You gotta join us.
Oh, me like party. Me don't know how me got here.
I don't
It
know
was-
either, but we're grateful for you. And
Okay, me
Reese
like
just, like,
friends.
Reese just like arm in arm is like with this giant beer thing. It's like, guys, I made a friend.
Yes, it-
Huh?
Khan and Zavid, neither of you understood any of that. Reese,
I'm the only one.
you were so drunk you didn't even realize you were using your legendary linguist feat. But to Khan and Zavid, it sounds like if you took a big mug of beer, just put your mouth in it and started talking.
Con can't see anything. I have the blindness condition.
Yes, you were blinded from
So
your
there's just
drunkenness.
a whole lot of noise around. Where did they go?
I guess I'll play this next little thing as you're running around blind. We have changed the tone of the fight here.
Hey, I made a friend, guys, actually. He's speaking out in common. I spoke with him, and he wants to party. So we're gonna have a good party, right?
Oh, Bartholomew is Bud the Wiser is the king of beers. He loves to party.
He says he is the king of beers, and he loves to party.
I run up with my straw and I look a little disappointed. Put it away.
But
What if we make him into a giant cold one?
Oh, what is cold one?
Alright, hold on 1 sec. And Reese runs and goes and grabs the bar.
still a little loud there, Shane.
Still allowed. Alright, well, it's at the end anyway.
There you go.
That's perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Timing. So, yeah.
Not hostile. There
Not
you go.
hostile. Perfect. Love it. Yeah, so yeah, he goes and tries to find the bartender, and is just like, all right, let's go. We're gonna make a giant cold one. Don't be alarmed. This is in like whenever he finds her, he's like, don't be alarmed. He's actually kind of a nice guy. I for some reason can speak to him. He wants to party. We're gonna make a giant cold one.
A giant cold one, you say? Well, what happened with that barrel? I saw them big creatures dropping out of the sky, but what happened?
And the people are slowly kind of filtering out of their houses to see what's going on.
Well, you know, we drank a decent amount. I'm kind of very tipsy right now, if you can't tell. But, he formed into one giant alchemical being of sorts. And, he's just a giant beer who wants to party.
Well, now that sounds great. I think we can get some cold ones for everybody.
Yeah, I think so
Throw
too.
you all back on this map now. You can close out of the Fogton map. There we go.
Can you load the map for me?
Yeah, I just did.
Thank you.
Did that go through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Love the Stardew Valley twang.
Yeah, this is good.
I'm glad.
Well,
Alright. So, Reese, you know, is everybody back in the tavern or are they outside?
Yes, I'm just slowly moving them back.
Okay. So Reese just like stands up on like the bar. We're gonna have him on the bar table. Where are you? Like right on here, right before the one cold one. He's just like, everybody, I want you to meet my good friend, Bud the Wiser. Give him a
Hello.
hand.
Oh, nice to meet you. Me am far away from me home. Me am from Elemental Plane of Beer. It is really nice this time of year. Me don't know where me am, but you all seem like nice people.
So Reese translates as he blubs out.
Yeah, at this point he's kind of slinking into the common, just because it's easier that way than translating. But everyone says, well, welcome to Fogton! Creatures made out of beer! Oh, it's going to be our best friend! Oh, yeah, you know, gotta get over him! A lot of murmuring around the bar, but everyone seems really pleased with this. Even Stone, the bartender, says,
well, yeah, you know, I wonder if this here creature could help my son out with his all of his creation block. You know, working with them new beers. Maybe this thing will know a few things he don't know.
Oh, that would
This
be
is an
great.
excellent idea.
Oh, love it. This is great. Can you make him a giant cold one though? Can he be frosty?
I think we could try that.
What
Hey,
if I
Bud.
send him to the elemental plane of cold beer?
I don't think that exists, Con.
Are you both? Did you both get drunk?
Oh
They did.
yeah, that's how.
"You're the
Reese
only
is-
one you're the only one that passed all your saves."
I just give a big burp. I'm like, tastes like bread. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to Stone real quick. I'll be like, look, I think your son is the only one that can keep Bud alive, because the only thing that he can eat or is beer. So his life is in your hands.
I'll make sure
Hopefully-
he knows that, the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
Bud kind of climbs up on the bar, and he says,
I think I understand now. You make cold, and I make one.
Yeah, that's right.
and let's see, where is she at? Stone. She walks to the edge of the bar and says,
Well, now look out there, Reese.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. And Can I do just like an acrobatics check to make sure he can jump down?
Yeah, to -5.
Yes, please.
If you critically succeed, you can land in Gurkha's arms.
Oh my god, please, yes. Okay.
-5 though.
You
You're looking
said
for 35.
I said acrobatics, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 28. That is a failure. Not critical though. You fall to the floor.
okay, we're good. And he just kind of like crawls his way over to the stool near Gurkha and just like sits himself up.
Oh, that was not graceful. I've seen you do better. I think you need another beer. It'll make you better.
You have such a beautiful brain. Let's do that.
And as you say that, Stone yells out, "Cold ones!" and fires a ray of frost directly into Bud the Wiser. He, from the top down, begins to get frosty. Just this layer of ice all around him. And he looks around, turns his head, that crackles as he does.
Well, what you waiting for? Bring your glasses.
And he opens his hands, and a spray of beer shoots out of each finger, directly landing into everyone's mug.
It's time to party.
I like this guy.
And I think that's where we're going to stop for today.
Yes.
Hope everyone will join us next time. I don't remember if we're off or not. We'll figure it out. We'll
We
send out
are
the tweet.
not, but we will be on the 3rd. Unless anything else comes up.
Yeah, so we should be good for next week. We hope everyone will join us then. Same bat time, same bat place. Have a good one.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.